The year was 1969. Neil Armstrong would walk on the moon. The Mets would win the World Series, and the Boston Celtics would again play the Los Angeles Lakers for the NBA championship. Bill Russell, John Havlicek, and Tommy Heinsohn against Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, and Wilt Chamberlain. And in a dramatic seventh game in Los Angeles, the Celtics would again win. Now, the rivalry is back, but the faces have changed. It's the dream matchup. Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics. Is Bird the best all-around player in the game today? A lot of folks think so. But if he isn't, Magic Johnson of the Los Angeles Lakers is. And if Magic isn't driving to the basket, he'll be passing to the likes of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Welcome then to the Boston Garden and the start of the NBA World Championship Series. Lakers and the Celtics. So many memories, so many golden moments. The Celtics and Bill Russell always winning when they met for the championship. For the Lakers, Jerry West always magnificent in defeat. Now we are ready to start again, and we have two of the brightest stars to break in on the basketball scene in the last decade. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Boston Garden. I'm Brent Musburger. 5 years ago, Magic Johnson out of Michigan State. Larry Bird out of Indiana State. They had played for the NCAA championship. Magic and Michigan State had won. Now in each of the last 4 NBA World Championship Series, either Magic or Bird has competed. But this is the first time that the two have gone head-to-head for the title. It's a matchup that everyone has waited for. Since Magic and Bird broke into the NBA, the Celtics and the Lakers have played each other 10 times, and they are dead even. 5 victories apiece. The classic showdown. The Celtics and the Lakers. Bird against Magic. And the 2 men who will call the action for you are down on the floor now. So let's go to Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn. Dick?
Thank you very much, Brent. You know, we don't often have a series which people anticipate that become reality. This is one that has. People have been chewing about it and talking about it for a long time, and today it's going to happen, and form has held true. The Celtics had the best record in the NBA this year, and the Lakers were the second-best team record-wise, and now they're going to clash for the title. And their roads to this championship series were diverse, to say the least. The Boston Celtics had 3 physical series against Washington, New York, and Milwaukee. Their toughest series, without question, was the 7-game battle against the Knicks. The Lakers breezed through their first 2 series against Kansas City and Dallas before a struggle in 6 games against Phoenix. And Pat Riley says that physical battle really stands the Lakers well, prepped them well, coming into the series with the Boston Celtics. My partner, of course, is a man who knows what it's like to win a title. He coached 2 championships. I won't even talk about his playing titles, but he coached 2 with the Boston Celtics. What about the styles of the Lakers and Celtics, Tommy?
Dick, these clubs mirror each other. Both of them love to fast break. The forward's very, very important for both clubs. The Lakers have the speed advantage in that department, but the Celtics have the rebounding advantage.
All right, the 2 great stars, they won't be going head-to-head against each other. What about Magic Johnson?
Magic Johnson important for the Lakers as the pace setter, and Larry Bird, Mr. Everything for the Celtics. Offense, defense, everything.
And Larry Bird?
Larry Bird is the guy who provides the shooting, the defense. He's the designated help man, and he'll be guarded today by, we think, Michael Cooper, who can give Bird a lot of trouble.
Always in a series like this, the big men are important. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Robert Parish in the middle.
Robert Parish is in a situation where he's going to experience a little freedom. He's being muscled in every series prior to this. Kareem is not a muscle man, but Jabbar in that low post position is an automatic 2 with the sky hook. And his passing may come into play as he's double-teamed more and more.
You know, Tommy, the physical conditions of the 2 teams are in pretty good shape right now. However, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who has had migraine headaches, which have affected him in the past, He has not had a migraine all year, but today he has. He did not show up for the pregame meal this morning or the Laker workout early today. He says he's feeling better and he's going to play, but that is a factor. Dennis Johnson has had a dislocated finger. He is all right, although it's sore, and Jamal Wilkes continues to recover from his problem, the gastrointestinal virus, and he is getting his shooting eye back. Right now, let's go back up to Brent Musburger. Brent?
All right, Dick, and already in the background, they're starting to chant, beat L.A., and of course out in L.A. we want Boston, and my partner Kevin Lockery is here. Kevin, what about the preparation time for Pat Riley? They wrapped it up on Friday. They had to fly all day. What did they do to get ready for the Celtics?
It's a disadvantage for Pat Riley and the Lakers. They had to fly all day. They're playing a great team that's waiting for them. They had to go to a ballroom under unfamiliar conditions and practice. This is not the normal practice site for any NBA team, and it's a disadvantage for the Lakers.
This, Kevin, is what they did last year in Philadelphia under similar circumstances after flying up from San Antonio. The only difference was the ballroom was in Philadelphia. Lakers played a good game, a lost game one, and then were swept away. I think, though, that Pat Riley has decided to make the biggest gamble that any coach has in a World Championship Series in a long time. He revealed it to you, Kevin. What is it?
I think you're right, Brent. He's going to start James Worthy. He's a great offensive player, but I don't believe Worthy can go to the backcourt defensively and guard Dennis Johnson. Dennis Johnson, the leader guard of the Celtics, I don't think Worthy can play him in the backcourt.
The reason he puts him back there is because he wants Michael Cooper up front on Larry Bird.
Exactly right. Cooper has a history of playing Bird well. What Cooper has to be careful of is getting in early foul trouble.
And, of course, as Dick pointed out, that migraine headache could bother Kareem. He did not play that well Friday night.
But Kareem will get up for the big game. Parish gives him an awful lot of trouble. Kareem will play well.
All right, the stage is set. It's the Celtics and the Lakers. Game one, the NBA World Championship Series, and it's all coming up live on CBS.
The NBA on CBS. Today's championship game is sponsored by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less. And by Honda Motorcycles and ATC three-wheelers. Honda, follow the leader.
Hey, see this? It's the big Ford F-Series pickup, the world's best-selling pickup. It's big, and it's tough, with plenty of engine choices, too. Yeah, big Ford pickup, the heavyweight champ.
Hey, hold it, Larry. Check out the small-size Ford Ranger. Even though it's smaller, it's tough, too. And Ranger is the most powerful small truck. So, Larry, you don't have to be big to be tough.
You are talking about trucks, of course. Big Ford pickup.
Small Ford Ranger.
Both built Ford tough.
The elements will come to test your spray paint outside where metal needs great protection. When you choose an ordinary spray paint based on price, you pay the price. When you choose Rust-Oleum spray paint, you choose a paint that fights fading and rust longer than ordinary spray paint. So when the elements come, be ready. When others fail, Rust-Oleum won't.
Burger King presents Simple Arithmetic. If a man drives at 45 miles per hour and he sees a McDonald's 1 mile ahead and a Burger King 2 miles ahead, exactly how far must he travel for a flame-broiled burger? And where must he stop for that rich, juicy flavor you just can't get from frying? Well, we'll let you figure it out.
Live at Boston Garden, and let's meet the starting lineups. First, the coaches. Pat Riley of the Lakers shooting for his second world title. The Celtics, Casey Jones looking for his first. The forwards, James Worthy, quickness and strength. Larry Bird, one the Lakers must control. Kurt Rambis and Cedric Maxwell are the power forwards. They do the dirty work inside, rebounding and defense. The centers, Abdul-Jabbar and his famed skyhook, Robert Parish, who runs the court well for a big man. The point guards, the incomparable Magic Johnson, who's all over the court, Gerald Henderson. They're the playmakers. The other guards, Michael Cooper and Dennis Johnson, two defensive stars who will be guarding the opposition's big guns. Hugh Evans and John Vanek are officials for Game 1, and Jack Madden will be the alternate. The Celtics will be in white with the Kelly green, and the Lakers in their dark, what they call forum blue with gold. Here is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar before, when he was coming out of the huddle after being introduced. He says he's all right, but we'll have to watch the effects of that migraine that has plagued him on and off for many years.
Well, this series certainly is a reason to get a migraine, I'll tell you.
Tip is controlled by Boston. Rambis starts out on Maxwell. We gave you the lineups. Now we'll tell you about the matchups. James Worthy is on Dennis Johnson. Kevin Lockery talked about that. Henderson into Bird. Gets free. Now Magic Johnson, the man with the ball. And he gets it quickly into Kareem, who's fouled and gets the basket. So migraine and all. Kareem, the big guy, gets the first point.
He tried to outrun that headache, Dick. He got up there ahead of Robert Parish. That's pretty good for an old fella like Kareem.
All-time leading scorer in the NBA, and it was here in Boston Garden this year that he broke the all-time field goal record and received a terrific ovation from the fans here in Boston.
He's very, very important to this ball club, Dick. He is their set offense, as I mentioned before. He's got to produce that sky hook and some inside points.
We're going to watch Michael Cooper on Larry Bird. Bird and Kareem have scored the first points in this game. The Lakers lead. Dennis Johnson going inside. And a foul before the shot. Foul before the shot on Los Angeles. Dennis Johnson, who really has risen to the occasion, acquired from Phoenix as a big defensive guard. Magic Johnson commits the personal foul after Parish fouled Kareem at the other end. Worthy at forward on Johnson a guard. Bird, Cooper all over him. Double, leaving Johnson free. And that's the way to beat the double team.
Well, they recognize that Cooper gives Bird a lot of trouble. The Celtics trying to solve it early by sending him into the low post.
Kurt Rambis playing on top, but he'll be in there rebounding. Magic Johnson left wide open and hits the shot. Don't underrate Magic Johnson's ability to hit from outside. Too many people do, and he burns them.
Looks like they're going to have to hit that outside shot. The Celtics' philosophy to double team anything low.
Off the foot of somebody, and it was last touched by the Lakers, or by the Celtics. It'll be LA ball. Both teams like to run. We have not seen it yet in the first minute and a half or so. Back and forth. This is just feeling each other out. Kareem low against Parish. No question on the half-court offense. The Lakers go to Kareem.
He provides so much for them. That sky hook is unstoppable. And when you double team him, he's an excellent passer, creates scoring opportunities for others.
What are the Celtics trying to do at half court?
Well, they're going right at whoever is guarding Larry Bird. It was Cooper. That time it was Worthy.
Dennis Johnson lost the ball as Bird tried to go cross court with it, and the Lakers will take it over on another turnover, the second straight by Boston.
Bird loves to be double teamed. He loves to find the open man. That's one of his better skills, passing when being double teamed.
Magic Johnson guarded by Gerald Henderson. A big height advantage there for Magic. Worthy with a great move. Cooper feeding James Worthy. And the Lakers are 4 for 4 from the field and have opened up a 5-point lead. And a timeout called for by Casey Jones. So here in Boston Garden, 56 years old, refurbished many times, but the charm's still the same. 9:50 remain in the first period. The Lakers lead 9-4.
Nothing gets you closer to America than a motorcycle. And nothing takes you there like a Honda Goldwing.
This camping trip was a good idea.
Yeah, it sure is relaxing.
Peaceful.
Groovy.
Groovy. Kind of dark, though.
Man, I'm getting thirsty.
Yeah, let's have another light beer from Miller.
Lights, less filling! Taste rate! Less filling! Taste rate! Less filling! Taste rate!
What was that?
The creature.
What creature?
Well, legend has it that a horrible thing stalks these woods.
Oh, Mickey!
And it comes out when the moon is full.
What does this creature look like?
It walks on 2 legs, but it isn't human. It's got big eyes that bulge out and...
It's the creature!
Hey, guys!
Hey, guys, where you going? Hey, guys, where are the marshmallows?
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Come on, it's after us! Man, did you see that thing? Suck it.
Over 100 performers salute the magic of American entertainment. Join Richard Dreyfuss, Michelle Lee, Burt Reynolds, and more. The Screen Actors Guild 50th Anniversary Celebration, Tuesday.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, revitalized and the oldest player at age 37 in the playoffs, has 5 of the 9 points for the Lakers so far. He has won an NBA title for 2 franchises, Milwaukee and Los Angeles. People were trying to retire him, and I guess they still are, but he still has that sky-hook and that great competitive spirit.
Best season he's had in a long time. Played exceptionally well this year.
Maxwell inside against Rambis. Rebound Worthy, and here comes the break. Magic Johnson, Henderson defending. Pass to Worthy. Quick. They missed the basket, but they showed a glimpse of the quickness there. Now the Celtics running. Pace picks up. Parish doesn't get the roll, but Henderson banks it.
I was beginning to wonder where the fast breaks were for both these clubs, but that timeout solved the problem. They're going at each other.
Well, you knew they'd take it out of mothballs sooner or later. Rambis on a good pass from Magic Johnson is fouled, and that's one of the great things that Magic Johnson does. He can fire that pass inside.
What his real importance to this team is the consistency of providing pace. It really works on the big people of the other team when you can keep pushing that ball up the court the way he does.
Maxwell, personal foul for Boston. They give Magic the outside shot, and he hits again. So Urban Magic Johnson, who's the second leading scorer in the playoffs for the Lakers at over 18 a game, makes it 11-6 Los Angeles. Under 9 minutes to go, first period. Game 1, best of 7 for the World Championship in the NBA. Dennis Johnson penetrates, couldn't do it. Here come the Lakers. It's a 4-on-2 right now, and it's Kurt Rambis inside the Magic who completes the fast break.
Well, the Celtics will have to offensive rebound a little bit better than that. Otherwise, the Lakers are going to come steaming down at the Celtics. 3-on-2, 4-on-1, those type of situations.
Celtics have to defend on their inside play and their muscle against the quickness of the Lakers, and that's going to be the contrast. An illegal defense has been called against Los Angeles. That means somebody was not guarding someone, a zone, so to speak. The first time it's a warning, second time it's a technical foul, and it was Magic Johnson who was standing in the middle. 8:22 to go in the first period. Capacity crowd, 168th consecutive packed house here in Boston. Henderson was looking for Bird. Cooper blankets him, and now the foul call against Michael Cooper.
That is going to be a duel, I believe, through the entire series. And we see Larry Bird being guarded by Michael Cooper, and he's playing deny defense. He's trying to get in the passing lane. He's got the quick feet to enable him to do it.
Larry Bird against Cooper. Johnson doubles in a steal by James Worthy. It's Worthy all the way. And he can take care of the court in just a couple of strides, Tommy.
But the fastest power forward I know of in the NBA, and that's been for a long, long time.
In a lot of ways, he's revolutionized the position. We're going to see another one, McHale, coming in off the bench for Boston. Bird on a feed from Maxwell. Tipped away, the Lakers have it. Celtics haven't had good luck in getting some of the rolls on some of their inside shots. But it's a 9-point lead for the Lakers here in the first period. 7:25 to go.
A game Friday night or no, the Lakers are pretty smooth right now.
Kareem double team. Cooper double. 3 seconds on the shot clock. James Worthy wild off the glass, but Rambis gets the basket and the foul. And the Laker bunch is standing en masse as Pat Riley's club coming out strong and opening up an 11-point lead here in the first period.
A fine start for the Lakers. Unquestionably, they've established the fast break well. They've established the inside game of Jabbar very, very well. And we're looking at the guy that Casey Jones hopes is going to stop all this stuff, Kevin McHale.
Maxwell goes out, but the man for the Celtics is Kevin McHale, the coal miner's son from Hibbing, Minnesota. Celebrated sixth man. Whatever the Celtics need, as he watches the first few minutes, he tries to deliver.
Well, his big asset is offensive boards and also shooting over people in the low post.
12-point lead, nearly 7 minutes remaining in the first period. Every Laker starter but Michael Cooper has scored. Parish. Rambis gets the rebound. Half shirt. Henderson doing a good defensive job on Magic and doubling now on Kareem. Magic's been successful so far, hitting from outside, and he continues to be so. He has 8 points now, and it's a 20-6 game.
Phoenix made that strategy work, backing down on Kareem and allowing the outside shots, but the Lakers hitting them here today.
Henderson misses. Rambis fighting inside. Loose ball. Parish. And a foul. That's how the Boston Celtics earn their living on second shots inside. And Robert Parish is fouled, and he'll go to the line. The personal foul, #1 against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
You know, sometimes when you have a few days off, you talk about L.A. with all the problems of getting here after a Friday night victory over Phoenix. The other team sitting here loses their sync. And L.A. could easily be a little bit sharper than Boston just because they had that couple-day layoff.
Robert Parish in his 8th year from Centenary College, acquired from Golden State 3 years ago, and a concerned Casey Jones on the Celtic bench. Parish makes the free throws. 1 out of 2, it's 20-7. The Lakers, by the way, have scored on every possession but one in this game, and we're nearly halfway through. Magic Johnson misses outside. Parish to Dennis Johnson. Lakers back on defense. Rambis got a hand on that shot by Johnson, and we'll have a foul against Los Angeles as Larry Bird hits the deck.
There's Dennis Johnson's shot, and Larry Bird, one of their better offensive rebounders, kind of gets nudged from underneath. But the Celtics count on a lot of offensive rebounding off that fast break, and Bird is one of the best that they have at doing that.
4th team foul on the Lakers, 2nd on Michael Cooper. The Celtics have 3 team fouls. We're halfway through the first period. Looking for Parish. Triple team. Kareem the rebound. He loses his goggles. Magic Johnson the other end. Gets the basket. Winds up on the floor. And the fast break pace continues. It's 22-7. It's been all Los Angeles so far. Henderson using Bird for a screen. Gets his 2nd basket of the ball game. And the Celtic fans starting to wake up a little bit here. 5.5 to play first period. And now they have Dennis Johnson guarding Rambis on a switch. He's still with him. Cooper is going to put it up left of the key. Rambis going high, crashes with Bird, and the foul is called against the Celtics, I believe. Let's see. It is against Larry Bird.
That matchup, the way the Celtics are playing, picking up whoever is guarding you sometimes forces you, some of the Boston guards, to end up with some of the big people of the Lakers. And if that happens, guys like Dennis Johnson and Henderson will have to block out. Rambis that time got turned loose on the board.
5:04 remaining in the first period. Worthy gets it into Kareem. And Kareem hits the shot. He had a 3-point play to start the game. 24-9. And a foul. Bird has spent more time on the floor than off it right now. James Worthy might have committed a foul.
Well, this time Worthy ends up with Bird because of the quick advance of the ball by the Celtics. He loses his footing, and they say that Worthy had his hand around him, but kind of looked like Larry did it on his own.
That's the 15th foul against the Lakers, and so the Celtics will go to the line and shoot 2 shots. We have a timeout. Lakers showing no effects of a quick trip from Phoenix, Arizona so far in the first period.
In this rapidly changing world, even the brightest and best manager in the company may need more than a loyal staff to run a smooth operation. For when headquarters calls and pressure builds, it becomes harder to keep things rolling without running into mix-ups, losing control of the operation.
Honey, we couldn't have picked a nicer day for a ride.
Everybody buckled up back there?
Yes, Mommy. When are we going to get there, Dad?
Before you know it, Tommy. Before you know it.
Thanks to People Express, flying costs less than driving. People Express Airlines. We paved the highway in the sky.
Oh, there's no potholes up here.
Do you have enough auto liability to pay for a serious accident today? I'm Doyle Olson, a State Farm agent from St. Charles, Illinois. State Farm agents around the country are offering a free family insurance checkup. We'll show you where you stand on your auto, home, life, and health insurance and leave the decisions to you. If you have any questions on your family insurance, see a State Farm agent now.
And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Live coverage of the Memorial is next on CBS Sports.
Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn here at courtside at Boston Garden. You predicted a fast break for both sides. We've only had it one way, Tommy, so far.
Boston's the only team that's really missing, so it's providing lots of rebound opportunities for the Lakers to take advantage of. Plus, they've gotten out and played some decent defense. Conversely, LA up the other end of the court is hitting all their shots. Not too many rebounds for Boston to convert into fast breaks. Plus, the LA Lakers are playing superior get-back-quick defense to stop Boston's break whenever they've had the opportunities.
Celtics have had more opportunities on the break, but haven't scored on it.
This man, they count on so much to do so many things. His outside shot, but with Cooper, it is a novel experience because not many teams have a player of Cooper's ability, the quickness, determination to play that tough defense to deny Larry Bird the ball. The Lakers are just trying to keep his number of possessions down to a minimum.
Larry Bird, the best Celtic in history with scoring average at 22.3. It's a 14-point game, 24-10 right now with 4:45 remaining in the first period. Worthy loses the ball to Bird. Celtics trying to take advantage on the break via the turnover. Henderson puts a fake on Randall. McHale was trying to get position to tip it in. He couldn't. Now it's 3-on-2 LA. They don't miss many of these, and it's James Worthy who can fly through the air with the greatest of ease. He has 6 points now. Lead pass inside against Kareem. Larry Bird. It's still Boston ball out of bounds. The Laker fast break.
What makes LA so great is that third man. Watch James Worthy to the right of your screen. He's a power forward. Get in and put the pressure on the Celtic defense. Makes it a 3-on-2 situation. They have the quickest forwards in, I think, the history of the NBA.
When Buckner is in now, what will he do?
When Buckner is in there to pace the game a little bit for the Celtics and also hopefully hang on to the ball.
So pace the game, of course, move it up, push the ball up, and of course he's a good defensive pesky player and a physical player at that. So on the turnover, the Lakers have it, leading by 16. Their biggest lead of the ball game. 4:05 to go first period. Cooper lost it. Kareem recovered and hits the baseline shot. That's like a Robert Parish style shot. Done by Kareem, and now it's up now to 18. Parish coming right back. Celtics aren't getting the shots, but they got the bounce there.
Their inside game has deserted them. That's what they're really going to count on in this series. Point production from the big people.
Now Buckner is on Magic Johnson, and he'll be all over him. Buckner's a good defensive player.
Boy, he's got some quick hands.
Dennis Johnson is on Cooper. Bird giving Rambis all he can want to shoot. And the two centers isolated. And Kareem with the sky hook across the middle is 5 for 5 now. 11 points. He is the high scorer in the ball game. And with 3:10 to go, the Lakers continue their onslaught.
Casey Jones is selectively double teaming Jabbar. Sometimes he will, sometimes he won't. And Jabbar, very smart, taking advantage of it.
Now here's Kevin McHale. He has been in the game for some time. That is his first basket, and I can think that they ought to go to him more now.
Well, the Lakers are packing it in inside. They're going to make trouble for the big guys of the Celtics. McHale's going to have his hands full just getting a shot off.
Cooper looking for Rambis. Lost the ball to Dennis Johnson. It was not a good pass inside. Dennis Johnson all the way. McHale. There he is. Second shot. .228 remaining in the first period. The Celtics are trying to come back here. A lot of time remaining, but it's been all Los Angeles after the Celtics scored the first basket of the game. Lakers substitutions coming up as Magic Johnson misses one from outside, and Bird trying to get the running game going at Buckner. McHale tips it in. And it's a 12-point game. At one point it was 18, and the Celtics have made up 6 points so far. Kareem into a driving Rambis, stuffs it through.
You can pay the price if you double-team Jabbar too quickly. He spots the open man very, very well.
Cooper is on Dennis Johnson now. Parish comes all the way up high, and a foot block, and a new 24-second clock for Boston.
Watch how smart Kareem is. He holds on to it just momentarily, but spots the open man after he's been doubled. And when you got that type of ability to pick out the open man, you've got a weapon.
Bob McAdoo, a prolific scorer off the bench at 6'11", is in the ballgame for the Lakers, along with Byron Scott, a rookie guard. McHale has hit his third in a row and 4 for 4 so far since coming into the ballgame. So Byron Scott, a rookie from Arizona State, teamed up with Dennis Johnson, guarding Dennis Johnson, and vice versa. Scott. Kareem skyhook. And Abdul-Jabbar has 13 points to lead the Lakers. Magic Johnson has 10. McHale with 8 points off the bench. High scorer for Boston. Here's Parish.
That's the first time Parish hasn't been double-teamed on handling the ball.
Kareem lost the ball. Scott got it back for L.A. Magic inside, traveling call against Johnson. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, they clash for the NCAA championship. Now, for the first time in their pro history, they're battling it out for the World Championship of Professional Basketball. 40 seconds to go, first period. Larry Bird. Bird has 3 points so far. Parish misses his attempt. And now with 31 seconds, the Lakers have the ball. Biggest lead for L.A. was 18. L.A. won both regular season games this year. Whistle before the shot and an offensive foul against Los Angeles. The Lakers beat the Celtics here in Boston by 2 and then won by 8 points at the Forum. And it was the first time in 4 years that the Lakers swept the Celtics in the regular season.
One of the interesting things, here's some contact right here. It's liable to continue Kareem's headache. Watch this. McHale right into him. You think it doesn't hurt underneath there? Where's the aspirin?
Kareem goes out. He has 2 personal fouls, but 6 for 6 from the field. And he's replaced by Swen Nader, an 11-year veteran from UCLA who's acquired from San Diego in the Norm Nixon trade that also brought Byron Scott to the Lakers. Bird throws the ball away, and he's very upset with himself. And the Lakers, with 5 seconds to go, should get the last shot. Maxwell comes in, Bird goes out, and Larry Bird scored 3 points in the first period.
That's an indication of how effectively Michael Cooper can keep the ball away from Larry.
Final shot off the glass, and that's the end of the first period. The Celtics, who are down by 18, cut some of that margin. But after 1 period of play in Game 1 of the NBA World Championship Series, it's the Los Angeles Lakers 34 and the Boston Celtics 22.
My big sister's coming to visit me, man.
Hey, little brother.
Michelle! Is this your Mustang?
My convertible Mustang. And see these instruments? They let me know everything's cool. So what do you like most about my new Mustang, little brother?
The automatic overdrive and fuel injected 5-liter high-output engine.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light beer from Miller. Down it! I love them. These fans know I drink light because it's less filling and it tastes great. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Good seats, hey, buddy? He missed the tag! He missed the...
Lakers lead the Celtics 34-22 in the second period as we get underway. With 2 fouls, Kareem on the bench with 13 points. He's been the pivotal man, and Swen Nader, who played in the shadows of Bill Walton at UCLA and was a rebounding champion in both pro basketball leagues, is the center. And also Byron Scott, a rookie who really developed as a strong, confident outside shooter. Both of those players acquired from San Diego for Norm Nixon. And there is Swen Nader. What's his role now?
Well, he's got to provide some real quality minutes for Kareem, particularly Kareem at his advanced age may not be able to play this pace for a whole game.
Danny Ainge is in the ball game for the Boston Celtics to start the second period. Byron Scott is double teamed, and with 6 seconds on the shot clock, the Lakers have to develop something. McAdoo. In and out for Bob McAdoo. Bird gets the pass to Ainge. Over Worthy. And it's tipped in.
That's Boston's forte, hitting that offensive board.
Maxwell gets credit for the basket. The Boston Celtics had a rousing advantage over the Lakers in offensive rebounds in the regular season. 42-24. Still lost the games, however. Scott picked up by Buckner. And there's Byron Scott, who grew up near the Lakers' home in Inglewood, California. Nader and McHale are matched up, so McHale, who came in as a power forward off the bench, is now playing center for Boston. He's got the ball now, working against Nader, double. Buckner, not known for his outside shooting, misses, but there's Maxwell again, who played such an important role against Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Final. And the Celtics have a big edge in offensive rebounds. 8-1. Nader is fouled.
But they're keeping the Celts at bay right now, Dick, with, let's take a look at this rebound. And Nader, leader in rebounds in the league a couple of times, knows how to muscle his way against the best, Kevin McHale.
First personal foul on McHale, and Swen Nader goes to the free throw line.
All the rebounders on the front line of Lakers are the slithery, slinky type. You know, not too many muscular people. Rambis and Nader and Mitch Kupchak, the only muscle guys on the squad. And Nader and Kupchak really don't play an awful lot.
Actually, McAdoo serves as the backup center for Kareem most of the time.
And Boston likes to bang you and be physical, so some of those skinny guys the Lakers have are going to take a beating.
We have a Los Angeles foul. It is on Bob McAdoo. And it is the first team foul against the Lakers in the period. Danny Ainge at guard along with Buckner. Maxwell. And we'll have a Boston foul now as Maxwell gets up.
Well, most people think that you can go at Bob McAdoo. The Celts trying to take advantage of him, going to Maxwell, feeling that they can get the shot off against McAdoo.
McHale commits the foul, his second. 37-26, the Lakers lead. McAdoo with a good move toward the baseline, but he stepped on the line and will turn it over to the Boston Celtics. And coming in for the first time is Jamal Wilkes for the Lakers. Robert Parish returns at center for the Celtics, and Larry Bird goes out. Bird is off to a slow start scoring-wise with only 3 points. Jamal Wilkes is into the ball game. Wilkes, we told you, recovering from the virus. Looked like he was getting that shooting eye back in the late stages of the Phoenix deciding game Friday night. Here's Buckner. The Lakers would not mind Buckner shooting all day with him.
Well, Buckner has hit some of those in prior series, but he's going to look like he's going to have to hit some in this series, too.
Wilkes. Foul. You know, Magic Johnson and Jamal Wilkes have the same kind of rapport that Joe Montana and Dwight Clark have with the San Francisco 49ers. They can just have that telegraph, and they know where the guy's going to be, and they can make those passes.
They're on the same wavelength, Dick, all the time.
I like things that last. This old car runs like a watch. My house is over 96 years old. Been married to Enid 23 years. Here's the first new thing I bought in 8 years. 9. It's a Honda lawnmower. Overhead valve design, real durable. I bought it because it'll last. Like my dog, 12 years old. Known Fred forever. This shirt belonged to my dad.
The Honda lawnmower. It could be the last lawnmower you ever buy.
Being the best takes 10 times more than just being good. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth it.
7-Eleven is a major sponsor of the 1984 U.S. Olympic team, giving great athletes like Terrell Biggs the freedom to become the best.
Just imagine getting that gold put around your neck. Then I know that all this work will pay off, because I'm going to be there someday.
7-Eleven, the dream begins with freedom.
The Lakers lead 37-26. They did have an 18-point lead. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 13, Magic Johnson with 10, the leading scorers for the Lakers. McHale with 8 coming off the bench, the top scorer for the Boston Celtics.
So far, Dick, the Lakers have not had an answer to Kevin McHale. He's come off the bench. Everybody thought the classic matchup of 6 men would prevail, Worthy against Kevin. But Pat Riley elected to start Worthy, and that leaves the 6th-man job more likely up to Bob McAdoo. And I think Kevin can best him.
Lakers coming out with McAdoo, Jamal Wilkes, and Swen Nader up front, Byron, Scott, and Magic Johnson in the backcourt. Wilkes will go to the line. Wilkes has had that long virus that has affected him for several months. He missed the first 7 playoff games, but has seen action in the last 7 for the Lakers, and he is one of the clutch winning players in his career.
The biggest, best tribute you can give to a player like Wilkes is that he will take the important shot. A lot of guys in key games walk away from that one. Not Jamal.
It's 1 out of 2, 9:38 remaining in the first half, and it's a 12-point lead for the Lakers. They would love to win at least 1 game here at Boston Garden. The first 2 games are here, and then the next 2 are in Los Angeles. We'll have them all for you live. Parish is fouled going to the hoop and was looking for the basket.
You know, Dick, it's been so long since Robert Parish has really been in the low post in these series. I think his difficulty stems from the fact that he hasn't been down there for about a month.
What does it mean for the Celtics to go against a running team like the Lakers? I know they haven't shown much yet, but what does it mean after their 3 tough series against those Eastern clubs?
Well, I think that couple of days rest will help them. They like to run. They've got enough bench people that it's not really going to hurt them. And Casey Jones substitutes to a fast-paced game, so it shouldn't mean too much to them.
Well, they've had rest since
They've
Wednesday.
had rest. It shouldn't bother them at all.
Well, but they should like it better, right?
Yeah.
Right there.
Missed the free throw. Remaining in the half. Byron Scott working against Dennis Johnson. Maxwell out on Wilkes. Gambling for the steal is Johnson. 4 seconds on the shot clock against McHale. Here's McAdoo. Bob McAdoo, who is the only member of the Lakers who used to play with the Boston Celtics. He's been with 6 teams in his career. Henderson drive to the hoop is stopped. McHale. Short shot is good. Henderson told us yesterday in practice that he'd like to penetrate a lot more than he has as Kareem gets off the bench, and he'll be coming back.
Well, any good guy that can penetrate likes to do it so he can get the back line of the defense to move. It creates good passing opportunities.
Wilkes on the receiving end of the bounce pass by Magic Johnson. McAdoo left free. Short. And a foul. It's against the Celtics. And here comes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He is the leading scorer and rebounder for the Lakers in the playoffs, and he comes back having scored 13. Michael Cooper is also back in the game. Larry Bird remains on the bench. He has scored 3 points.
But significantly, as LA comes back to its starters, that second group in there maintained the lead.
Kareem going baseline against Parish, who blocks the shot. Kareem, not to be denied, makes good on the second effort. He has 15 points. 14-point lead. Maxwell surrounded by purple jerseys. McHale tries to tip it in, and Cooper starts the break. He's got Scott, McAdoo, and Wilkes trailing. Now Wilkes. Cooper. Cooper hits. When Cooper has held Bird down, he has had his best offensive games. He had a career high of 31 against Boston one time. Parish is fouled inside. And here comes Larry Bird back in the ballgame for the Boston Celtics. Bird is 1 for 4 shooting and a total of 3 points. A lot of pride in that man's face.
Larry Bird wants to be here in this thing. He enjoyed it in the early part of his career, winning a championship, and he liked the taste of the champagne. I think he wants lots more.
Good chance for the Most Valuable Player award. He was drafted as a junior by the Celtics, who waited for him And the Celtics went from 29 victories to 61, and they have been at the heights ever since Larry Bird came to Boston.
No question that he's the soul of this ball club and the heart and everything else. And what the Lakers are doing right now is putting probably the best defensive person in the NBA to play him. And he's going to have to work real hard to get his game going. Well, there's going to have to be some strategy changes to get him the ball.
And there's the man, Michael Cooper. 6'7" swing man. There are a lot of interchangeable parts on the Lakers. Guys who can play center and forward and guard and slip back and forth with ease.
Very valuable on a quick, fast-paced team like the Lakers.
Bird. Henderson penetrating there and gets the roll. Gerald Henderson, who finally took over as the lead point guard after Tiny Archival was waived. He's worked his way up the ladder here in Boston. 7:25 remaining in the first half. It's a 14-point game. The Lakers have led virtually all the way. Wilkes into Kareem, and he was held.
When they swing that ball from side to side, they're really trying to allow Kareem to get good position, and he did exactly that time. Forced the foul on Parish as he tried to fight over the top to deny the ball.
3 personal fouls on Robert Parish, and that becomes a factor in the Celtics' attempts to come back here. 3 fouls on Parish, and Kareem is on the line. And we're going to see a move that I don't think anyone anticipated early, and that is the #1 Celtic draft pick, Greg Kite, from Brigham Young University, who's strong and good around the hoop, but indeed a rookie. Replacing Robert Parish, who goes out. He has scored 5 points, but more important, is saddled with 3 personals.
But Greg Kite is the type of guy that can give Kareem trouble. He'll use up those fouls maybe and muscle Kareem and make him work extra hard to establish position.
Celtics are high on Greg Kite. Think he could emerge as a backup center next year. 7:15 to go, first half. 16-point lead. Lakers have had it comfortable so far. Biggest lead was 18. Bird. Bird having a rough time offensively.
From the prior series against Milwaukee, he heated up in the second half a couple of times.
McAdoo in the corner, misses. Henderson pushing it up. Dennis Johnson. And we have a loose ball foul, I believe, on Greg Kite. He was going over the top. It'll be against Kite.
Here's a guy trying to do the best he can on the fast break where you have usually good rebounding, but he goes right over the top and really collapsed Byron, Scott, and Henderson.
So a timeout. 6:44 remaining, and the Celtics have a long climb ahead of them.
Hey, everybody, it's Uncle Joe.
We all like to spend the weekends with family and friends. That's why AT&T saves you 60% on long distance every weekend, and they don't stop with savings. They give you service, too. Calling from anywhere to anywhere. Operator service, calls that sound as close as you feel, and 60% off.
Joe, knew you'd make it somehow.
Savings and service. That's AT&T. The more you hear, the better we sound.
Reach out and touch someone.
Kendall Motor Oil protects engines from friction. To prove how well, we plated ordinary piston rings with pure gold and ran them inside this engine for 5,000 miles. Kendall friction fighters are better than car makers demand. But can Kendall protect even soft gold? Look. No visible wear. That's protection. Friction-fighting Kendall Motor Oil. For protection worth its weight in gold.
Up before the sun, got the Honda ATC, gonna have some fun. Going three-wheeling, it's my lucky day. Going three-wheeling, come on out and play. Take it up, take it down. Round and round and round, going three-wheeling. Got the Honda ATC, going three-wheeling.
Next Saturday, the fast pace and high scoring of a virtual human pinball machine. Major Indoor Soccer League Championship action next weekend on CBS Sports Saturday.
Coming up next, final round action from the Memorial Tournament at Muirfield Village Golf Club. Jack Nicklaus, who is trailing Chip Beck seeking his first PGA Tour victory, has taken the lead on the first hole. He has a one-stroke lead over Chip Beck. Andy Beat and Gary Koch behind. Nicklaus hasn't won in 2 years, and so we will unfold that drama after our NBA championship first game action later today on CBS. Byron Scott is on the line, and our first look at the rookie guard who was acquired, Norm Nixon, who was a big favorite amongst Laker players as well as fans, went to San Diego, but Byron Scott delivered, Thomas.
Well, I remember the story that we heard the first game we broadcast to the Lakers about his reception at practice. Nobody talked to him the first day he showed up. And here he ends up a starter. What fortitude it takes to get that type of reception and then make a contribution like he's made.
And he did start for a good part of the season. 18-point lead, matches the biggest of the game for the Lakers. Henderson comes in, gets the basket, and a foul as well. So Gerald Henderson trying to earn some time inside. Now has 8 points, second high scorer for the Celtics.
Well, they double team McHale, and that leaves somebody coming strong to the hoop. It happens to be Henderson, and the help side of the defense didn't get there quite quick enough.
Ramos commits the foul. That's the 4th team foul on LA. Down to 15. Celtics had it down to 10. Couldn't get it under 10. They're looking for Kareem, who's guarded by the rookie, Greg Kite. Double team, leaving Cooper open. Michael Cooper from New Mexico. And the beat goes on for the Lakers. They're able to fast break, and they're hitting their open shots. Bird is trying to post up inside against Jamal Wilkes, and we will have a foul inside. It'll be against Jamal Wilkes, and it'll be the penalty situation for LA.
Here's Bird trying to get that good position against the smaller Jamal Wilkes. Wilkes giving every ounce of muscle he's got, which isn't too much, I don't think, but he did manage to bump him.
Magic Johnson returns to the game, replacing Byron Scott. Magic has scored 10 points in the ball game. That's what Larry Bird has today, 3 points.
But Pat Riley has done an interesting thing here. They've got Greg Kite playing center, but Jabbar is playing Kevin McHale. And that's his answer, trying to contain Kevin McHale. Plus, they're doubling him.
And also hoping that Kareem remains out of foul trouble.
Exactly right.
Kareem has 2. Parish, who's on the bench, has 3 for Boston. Pass into Wilkes. Windmill shot doesn't make it, and here is Larry Bird leading the break. It is a 3-on-2 for Boston. Henderson trapped quickly. Lakers really back on defense well. Johnson is fouled going in, but one thing you mentioned before, LA's ability to get back with their quickness on defense.
Well, they didn't show it in the Phoenix series in a couple of instances, but they sure are today after that long trip. They are hustling it back, and they are well aware that they've got to get back there quickly to stop the Celtics fast break. But that's the speed advantage that this club enjoys, particularly at that forward spot.
There was Magic Johnson, who committed his second personal foul, and Dennis Johnson misses the free throw. Can the Celtics do anything to nullify the Lakers' speed?
Well, they have to get on the offensive board and put the ball in the basket, but LA takes the ball out of bounds so quick, they better run up and get their tails up there quickly.
The Celtics could also help themselves by hitting their free throws. They're 5 of 11 from the free throw line. 5:38 remaining in the first half. It's a 15-point Los Angeles lead. Game 2 will be Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern on CBS. Back here at Boston Garden. Kareem, with 5 seconds on the clock, is fouled by Greg Kite.
When you're a rookie, you get no respect. And he's the Rodney Dangerfield of NBA basketball. When you're a rookie, you get no respect.
He's going to have to earn it, but I'll tell you, this is a very tough spot to be in.
I'll tell you, you are so right, but this kid is such a quick learner. When he came here at the beginning of the year, Greg Kite, a lot of people started laughing, but I think before his career is over, they're going to be glad he's in a green uniform.
Kareem has 19 points now. He hasn't missed yet from the free throw line, and 5:20 to go. It's 52 to 35. Big lead for the Lakers, who have dominated this game.
A little bit of a zone, I think, going on there. Illegal defense that they haven't called.
Dennis Johnson in the corner. Second leading scorer in the playoffs for the Celtics at 16 points a game. 5 minutes to go in the half. Crowd, normally they can make a lot of noise here. They haven't had much opportunity to do that. Michael Cooper driving the baseline. Bird fighting McHale, and it comes into the hands of a Laker. And the foul will be on Dennis Johnson. And he'll go to the line to shoot. They're over the limit as James Worthy gets the call from Pat Riley, who played such an important part early in this game. Starting for the second straight game for Pat Riley, Worthy is in for the Lakers.
Casey Jones with a ton of problems right now. The Celtics are not that deep at the center position. They much prefer to have Kevin McHale play as the power forward rather than the backup center. And with the foul-laden Parish on the bench right now, Greg Kite has to perform.
Foul was on Dennis Johnson, his second. Magic Johnson now has 12. 17-point lead by the Lakers, 54-37. And an LA foul called by John Vanek inside. It's on Kurt Rambis, number 2, on Clark Kent in short pants. He came on strong on the scene 2 years ago as a free agent from Greece.
Looks like he brought his telephone booth with him, too.
He is physical inside. Cedric Maxwell back in the ball game. Greg Kite goes out for the Celtics. Kite gets his baptism under fire in the biggest series of them all.
Larry Bird made that shot and turned around and was unhappy with it because it kind of slithered in off the side. So he feels his outside shooting he's lost his touch or something. That's how he looks at shooting.
They're not going to keep him down for long.
I don't think they will, but I'll tell you, they're going to make him work for everything he gets.
Sooner or later, Larry Bird makes you pay. It is still Lakers ball. Pat Riley, one of the dapper gentlemen on the coaching lines in the NBA, concluding his 3rd season as head coach. Took over for Paul Westhead a couple of years ago and won a title.
And what a difference he's made in this ball club. Got that fast break humming.
4 minutes and 20 seconds to go first half. Worthy driving through. That kind of shot the Celtics missed early. Now the Lakers not getting the roll. Off the rim there. Winding down to 4 minutes to go in the first half. And a turnover in the hands of the Lakers. Rambis, Magic Johnson. Back and forth, the Lakers.
And as that forward quickly up the court, that makes their fast break so devastating.
Dennis Johnson comes back for 2 inside. McHale leads Boston with 10. Dennis Johnson has 7. Henderson 9. Larry Bird has 6. 3:39 on the clock. Against Bird. Worthy. Rambis gets the offensive rebound to keep it going for LA. And you know who's in control out there?
The Magic Man.
Kareem with 6 seconds on the shot clock. LA again controlling the ball. 1 second. And the 24-second clock expires as that previous shot did not hit the rim, and Riley feels it did, but it'll be Boston ball.
There's Larry getting a little physical. Get out of my way,
I should say.
Mr. Cooper. You can't do that to me. Up one end, you're going to guard me. I'm making sure you're not getting on my way up this end of the court.
Boy, he just threw him down. Timeout called for by the Lakers. They're leading by 15, and Boston would dearly love, with 3:08 to go in the half, to cut it some more.
People think I always take the train because I'm afraid of flying. Me, afraid? Nah. I take the train because it's the best way to enjoy light beer from Miller. Rolling through the Rockies and all across the Midwest, less filling. And it tastes great coast to coast. That's why I take the train, not because I'm scared of anything. Hey, what happened to the
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Hey, what? Baby, I'm a little afraid of the dark.
They didn't buy a Commodore computer, and they'd rather not be recognized.
My computer costs 3 times as much as the Commodore 64.
For the same memory.
Commodore games cost almost half as much as my games.
Commodore business programs cost about 1/3 as much.
If you don't look into Commodore before you buy a computer, you'll be sorry.
I could have saved the school. Oh, so much.
Gene Shalit, is that a Ford Tempo you're driving?
You bet it is.
Why Tempo?
Well, I screened it.
And your review?
Tempo, a moving vehicle produced by Ford. I was carried away by its easy handling.
Easy handling?
And front-wheel drive for good traction, whatever the weather.
Very good.
And those lines, so dramatically modern, so smartly cast.
You know that Tempo's now outselling all the imports in America?
Of course, Tempo has star quality.
Okay, Gene, you can take your mustache off now. Have you driven the best-built American cars? Have you driven a Ford lately?
Boston Garden to find out what's going on. Coming up at halftime, Brent Musburger at courtside. Brent?
All right, Dick, thank you very much. Kevin Locke will be with me. We'll explore the problems that Larry Bird is having, and also we'll check in on the Indianapolis 500. And along with that, we'll have the CBS Player and Coach of the Year. Pat O'Brien will be here. He'll have a little feature on how tough it is underneath the glass here in the NBA. And also, we'll take you over to basketball at the Great Wall. That's all coming up at the half. Right now, let's go back to Dick and Tommy.
Thank you, Brent. So Brent and Kevin Lockery kept you up to date on what was going on in that Phoenix-Los Angeles series. They were right on top of it. And we'll be hearing from Brent, Kevin, and Pat O'Brien at halftime. Boston shooting 45%, the Lakers 58%, but they were the best shooting team in the NBA this year, and in fact, the best shooting team in history at 53%. They're going to call goaltending. McHale will get credit for the basket.
Well, if the Celtics can get this down to about 8 or 9 points before halftime, they're not going to be too unhappy.
Magic Johnson working against Gerald Henderson. Dennis Johnson is all over Byron Scott. McAdoo. Bird the rebound. Celtics running. Dennis Johnson puts on the steam. Lost the ball. But McHale is there. The 11-point game. McHale is 7 for 8 from the field. The closest the Celtics have come since the early going was 10 points. It's now an 11-point Laker lead. And Magic Johnson using his body inside, and here comes Boston again. 2-on-1. And a foul. The basket is good. And Dennis Johnson shaken up for the moment. He's all right.
I'll tell you, that halftime piece might be appropriate right now. It's getting physical. Here comes Dennis Johnson, and he's determined to make that fast break work. Pushes it up there, and it just hangs on the rim. But boy, did he hit the stanchion.
More physical.
Yeah, makes the spin at half court just to maintain possession. But he is determined to make that fast break work, taking it strong to the basket.
Byron Scott the foul. The Celtics, making a late run here in the second period, have outscored the Lakers 11-2 and trailed 56-48. Winding down to 2 minutes to go in the first half. And the decibel level has gone up here at Boston Garden. Kareem fouled inside by McHale, who shows he can pirouette as well.
Boy, did he make a super play that time. He faked the pass, made the double team evaporate, and then wheeled in against the smaller McHale. Watch him. Well, he eludes Dennis Johnson. We saw just the tail end of it, but boy, he is one smart cookie down in that low post.
Here's Kareem. Foul was on Larry Bird, and that'll be Bird's second.
How many double teams do you think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has faced in his career? I mean, it's probably 100 times more than the total point production.
Was that a strategy used a lot when you played with Russell and Wilt Chamberlain?
Not really. But it sure has developed in the last several years.
Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. 58-48, a 10-point lead for the Lakers. Celtics trying to narrow it, as you said, Tom. If you can get it under 10, you've done well. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Henderson wide open. Bird gets the offensive rebound and just barreled his way in. He was not to be denied. Larry Bird, who has 8 points. Magic Johnson. Henderson hits the deck. Offensive foul. LA on Magic. And things are cooking here at the North Station, where the Boston Garden sits atop the railroad tracks.
Well, when the Celts provide a little good play, this crowd goes wild here.
Say one thing, though, the Lakers didn't show any effects of coming from Phoenix yesterday. Bird, the best outside shooter the Celtics had, in and out. 8-point lead for Los Angeles with 1 minute to go in the first half. Scott inside and is fouled.
The aggressive defense of the Celts right now creating a little hesitancy in the part of the Lakers, kind of taking them out of their normal rhythm that they had established so effectively in their half-court game in the early part of this half.
What's the one thing the Celtics have done to get back in the game?
They've really gotten on their toes defensively and attacked to become aggressive. I think Buckner had a little bit to do with that. And he's not even in a ball game, but he's provided that type of defense when he made his entrance. And now Henderson and DJ are picking up on it.
Henderson's foul is first, under a minute to go. It's a 10-point game. Boston Celtics and LA Lakers. 15 years ago they met. It's the last time a team won back-to-back titles. They double team McHale. Doesn't get the roll. Magic comes out of it with 39 seconds to play. He has really matured. He used to be a flamboyant, exciting player with perhaps a little growing up to do. He's grown up. Long sky hook for Kareem.
And McHale muscled him right out to the foul line, and he still made it.
23 for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the Lakers' high scorer in the regular season games with an average of 29. 10 seconds to go. Celtics trying to get it to 10. And they'll have an opportunity with a foul with 7 seconds to go. Kurt Rambis checks in. Kareem will go out with 7 seconds to go in the first half. Foul is on Magic Johnson. That is 3 on Magic Johnson. So Magic has 3. Robert Parish has 3. Michael Cooper will come in for Johnson. So Johnson and Abdul-Jabbar leave the game. Larry Bird will shoot.
I'll tell you, the Celtics, after the miserable first quarter they played, if they can come out under 10, they're going to consider that a man-sized achievement.
They may be happy with 10. Bird can make it 10 here. And now a 20-second timeout called for by Pat Riley. So he obviously is setting up that last shot with 7 seconds.
Well, and nobody gets it inbounds quicker than the Lakers and advances it for. So with 7 seconds left, you know that they have a good chance of getting a last shot, and a good one.
This is just the first game, by the way, of a series everyone anticipated. Game 2 between the Lakers and the Celtics for the NBA World Championship will be Thursday night here at the Boston Garden. We will be live at 9 o'clock Eastern Time before the series moves to Los Angeles for games 3 and 4. So Thursday, mark it down, game 2 live, 9 o'clock Eastern.
Now, one of the commitments that Pat Riley made to pace, you know, some coaches teach the fast break, but he's made a commitment to the fast break. One of the things, a cardinal sin, if you're a Laker, is to let the ball hit the floor after it goes through the basket. Watch what happens if they take the ball out of bounds here.
Bird makes the free throw. Rambis, who's the best the Lakers have at doing that. 5 seconds to go. Worthy to Cooper. Cooper going for 3. He hits it with 1 second to go, and the Lakers leap off the court at halftime as Michael Cooper hits a 3-point shot. And the Boston Celtics a bit more subdued after their comeback. At the half, coming up with Brent Musburger and company. And at the halftime, it's the Lakers 65, the Celtics 52. We'll be back.
A wide open field of 3-year-olds is expected for the final leg of horse racing's Triple Crown, the 116th running of the Belmont Stakes in 2 weeks on CBS Sports.
We are back in the Boston Garden here at halftime. The Lakers leading the Celtics 65-52. The Celtics, though, came back with a furious charge in the second period. They seem to be getting their timing back right now. Let's get you up to date on the Indianapolis 500. After 115 laps, it is Rick Mears who is leading the pole sitter, Tom Sneva, right now. Al Unser Jr. is right there in 3rd place. One accident, Patrick Bernard in unconscious condition when he was taken to the hospital, Methodist Hospital in Indianapolis. He is now listed in serious condition. Here with me, of course, is Kevin Lockwood. And Kevin, what in the world was wrong with Larry Bird? I have never seen him shoot that badly.
I've never seen him shoot the ball so poorly, even for the foul line. He's one of the best shooters in the league. But he'll get it together, and he has to get it together, make some outside shots, because the guards of Boston are having an awful lot of trouble making outside shots.
Around the NBA, the other big story would be Hakeem Olajuwon going down to Houston. Do you think they'll keep him or trade him elsewhere?
I think they'll keep him and see how he and Sampson can play together. Also, Rodney McRae. That could be a front court for 10, 15 years, and they have to give it a try, I believe.
Now, the Portland Trail Blazers, are they committed to Big Sam Bowie, or will they go for Michael Jordan?
Well, it seems that they need a center. They're on the verge of having a great basketball team. They need a center. They might go to Bowie, but Jordan has some greatness about him. You have to think strongly about him.
Will Chicago keep Jordan or trade him to Philadelphia?
I think we like to keep Jordan if we get him, but we also need a big man.
Everybody needs a big man. All that pushing and shoving underneath the hoop. Pat O'Brien's here. He'll tell us more about that. Pat?
Thank you, Brent. You know, let's look at the factors we have in this series. The Celtics and the Lakers, two spirited teams who love to run, as we've seen. And as we've also seen, and as you pointed out, Brent, they kind of like to push and shove, too. Now, the running is practiced each and every day. It's choreographed. The pushing and shoving, I think it's a little ad-lib. And in this series, it's making it look like some of those other sports. Tough physical contact. In some sports, it is accepted. It's even in the rule books. But basketball traditionally is not considered a contact sport. Sure, in playgrounds like this one all across America, you can play a little more physical without the whistle. And once you get to the pros, one would think the rules would protect you. Think again.
In the stands, falling all over themselves, yelling at the refs, or you know, doing whatever. If that's what it takes to win, then anybody will do it.
Not all physical contact. Not when away from the ball, it is forgiven by an opponent, ignored by the refs.
If they're over there playing their silly little game of banging each other around and it has no effect on the rest of the play, who really cares? I don't care, and the fans don't care.
When you're playing, you really don't think about how much you can get away with. You just think about how much is happening around you, and until the whistle blows, you don't stop.
These playoffs have certainly had their share of whistles. All the players will tell you that when the championship is on the line, it is simply more intense. They'll also tell you the best medicine is sometimes retaliation.
If the game is very physical, you got to play that way. You can't afford to let anybody push you around, especially at this stage of the game. You got to fight fire with fire.
It's a nice, well-placed elbow to the back of the head or to the back, and then the next time down, you're thinking, well, it's my turn. So it's one thing leads to another, and you just wish they don't turn into fights, but sometimes they do.
Byron Scott moving inside. This incident involving Cooper was mild compared to some of the brawls we've seen during the playoffs.
Walker and Ames, and Walker did connect on it.
All that was missing here was a ring and a bell. All this aggressiveness takes its toll on the players and even the trainers.
During the regular season, we may have 3 or 4 ice bags for 12 men after a game. During the playoffs, we have to have 15, 18 ice bags.
Every part of your body gets abused, no part more than others.
Obviously, the NBA doesn't have padding and helmets, but some players improvise within the rules. And you gotta wonder just how far a player has to go to protect himself.
Well, I would take the stuff they use in rollerball. They had the big spikes on the arms and all the pads and the motorcycles riding up and down the court. I think that would work out pretty good.
Spikes on the arms I can see, not the motorcycles. Let's go back up top to Brent Musburger. Welcome back to Courtside, everybody. I'm Pat O'Brien. You know, there's been a lot of speculation this year about who is the MVP in the NBA. Is it Larry Bird, or is it Bernard King, or Magic Johnson? Sam Bell-Mavis of the Miller Company presents now the Miller Award for the coach and the player of the year.
It gives me great pleasure to present the Miller High Life National Basketball Association Player of the Year Award as selected by the CBS Sports announcers to Larry Bird of the Boston Celtics. Larry, your tremendous scoring and rebounding, plus your unselfish play, are key factors this season as the Celtics attempt to win their 15th NBA World Championship. In addition to this trophy, Miller High Life will make a special contribution of $5,000 in your name to the Special Olympics Incorporated. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Sam, for this fine award and for the contribution to Special Olympics.
Miller is also pleased to present its 1983-84 NBA Coach of the Year award to Coach Frank Layden of the Utah Jazz. Frank's work with the Jazz added to the vitality and enthusiasm of professional basketball this season. Frank, in addition to this trophy, Miller High Life will make a contribution in the amount of $5,000 to the Special Olympics in your name.
Thank you, Sam, and I'd like to congratulate the Special Olympics and thank CBS and the Miller Brewing Company, and in particular the Utah Jazz Organization, for making this award possible. Thank you very much.
Once again, thank you, gentlemen, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And our congratulations to Coach Layden and to Larry Bird. Let's go back up now to a couple of MVPs in their own right, Brent Musburger and Kevin Lockery. Brent?
All right, let's take a look at the second half, Kevin, and try to look ahead. What about the Laker defense that we have seen employed against the Celtics so far?
It's been a difference. The game plan of Pat Riley has worked great. He's fallen off the guards. He's given them the outside shots. He's double-teaming Parish, all the big men down deep, and it's worked to perfection so far. Here it is right now. Dennis Johnson driving to the basket. He's going to have to take some outside shots and not force it down the middle. He, Buckner, Henderson are going to have to hit the outside shots. A fast break, what can we say about the Lakers? Worthy to Magic. Magic fills the middle. Back to Rambis. Back to Magic. That's a super fast break by the Lakers.
Kevin, we have a couple of similarities. Last year in Game 1, the Lakers opened up a 16-point lead, I believe it was, on the 76ers. They tired in the second half. I had the feeling that Magic Johnson was a touch tired before they gave him a blow there in the second period.
Brent, he does so much, and he played most of the half. He picked up his third foul. That could be a key. But he will get tired, particularly it's very hot in the building here today. He does so much, but you will love to watch him direct the team around. He's like a maestro on the floor.
Well, they have to get more action. Now, speaking of the Celtics, of course, they're going to have to get more action from this man, Larry Bird. He simply seemed a little bit rusty because they haven't played since Wednesday night.
Brent, he's only taken 7 shots. He's got to get up about 15 shots in the second half. Here's an offensive rebound, and he scores, but they can run him down in deep against Cooper to post him up against Cooper, but he's also got to hit the outside shot. None of the Celtics are hitting from the outside.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We started the day by saying that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had a migraine. If that's the case, Robert Parish has got a full-scale headache right now. And we're about ready to start the second half from the Boston Garden. Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn will be back when we continue with Game 1 of the NBA World Championship in just a moment.
Arthur Ashe.
Yeah?
Is that your Ford Tempo?
Sure is.
Why a Tempo?
Well, as a coach, I know good form when I see it.
Good form?
Sure. Tempo's well designed. And it has good moves.
You like its front-wheel drive?
Yeah, it's great when your opponent is wet roads or snow.
Well put.
I'm learning.
How about Tempo's now outselling all the imports in America?
I know about foreign competition.
Arthur, is it true you have all your trophies in the back seat? Have you driven the best-built American cars? Have you driven a Ford lately?
Welcome! Working a charter, your days belong to somebody else, but your nights are all yours.
To Miller time!
Now comes your time with the best beer you can find, Miller High Life.
Bring your thirsty self right here. You've got the time, we've got the beer. For what you have in mind. Welcome to Miller time.
Wake up! If you don't graduate, we're through.
I'm bushed.
Here, Revive with Byron.
Byron?
Helps wake you up.
Government-appointed experts say it's safe, effective.
Revive with Byron.
Who's been using my razor? Mine burns me. Don't blame your razor. Use my Ice Blue Aqua Velva.
It turns red-hot razor burn to cool comfort. Smooths, too.
My Aqua Velva Men.
There's something about an Ice Blue Aqua Velva Man.
The most gratifying thing that I can have people to say about me is that, every time Buck Williams stepped between the lines, he gave 110%.
I get a great sense of enjoyment out of making a good pass. Just the idea of fooling somebody or tricking somebody, it just gives me a thrill.
I would like people to say I really enjoyed coming out watching him play because he did give us all that he had to give.
NBA action. It's fantastic.
Back at Boston Garden, where the Lakers lead by 13 over the Celtics in Game 1 of the World Championship. Looking at a couple of statistics. Shooting, always an important one. The Lakers shooting well, and the Celtics, who are starting low, are up to 46%. Whatever the Celtics have done, they can point to their offensive rebounding skills. They have the edge over the Lakers, and they have outscored the Lakers 15-10 by that virtue. In the important center battle between Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Robert Parish, right now it's no contest. Parish has 3 personal fouls. Kareem also has 4 assists. So he is doing everything for the Lakers today. And of course, Kevin Lockery referred to Larry Bird's tough shooting game. And is that really what all the problems are centered around, in your opinion?
I think the inside game of the Celtics has evaporated in addition to Larry Bird's outside shooting. So the two-pronged portion of their set offense, the inside game and Larry Bird's outside shooting, have both deserted them. And I think Robert Parish is the key problem right now. He's not able, he doesn't feel comfortable in the low post. He spent so many games playing outside because of the muscle tactics of these other teams that he's out of the groove.
Do you think they'll go to Parish more to start the second half?
They might try to do that, and they also might try to go to Maxwell to try and make something happen in that department. He's very, very good going to the basket in the low post, makes something happen, good passer, invariably gets fouled.
Do you think the Celtics might have been a tad comfortable coming in knowing that the Lakers had that long trip?
I don't really think that's a factor, Dick. I think they just came out a little bit flat. It has to do with how you practice sometimes in these series. You know, you're at a fever pitch in the prior series and it drops off, and in just a couple of days you lose that emotional edge yourself. I think the Lakers, if they weren't physically tired, which I don't think they were, still had an emotional peak going for them in this series.
Don't forget, Thursday night we'll be here at Boston Garden live at 9 o'clock Eastern for Game 2 of this World Championship Series. All the games will be live here at CBS. That'll be Game 2, and then the scene shifts to Los Angeles for Games 3 and 4. And of course, following this game, we'll have final round action of the Memorial Tournament. Jack Nicklaus, who hasn't won in 2 years, is trying to win it on the Muirfield course that he designed. That'll be coming next on CBS after this game. The Lakers will inbound as we start the third period. And Tom Heinsohn said, watch the big man, Parish. Bird and Parish each 2 for 7 shooting, and that's no way to win a ball game.
That is a big part of their offensive strategy for them to score, and they provided nothing.
Kareem just provides 2 more points in 25 so far in the ball game. The leading scorer for the Celtics is Kevin McHale with 14, and he's come off the bench to get those 14.
You always love to come out of the timeout, the locker room, with a hoop.
So they're up again by 15 points. Kareem got a hand on that ball, and Parish hit. So the Celtics go to Parish just as the Lakers went to Kareem. They trade baskets, and it's back to 13. Going to the hoop, James Worthy is fouled. He switched hands to his left hand.
Robert Parish feels he can't do anything right now. It looked like a clean block. He picks up number 4. Key decision for Casey Jones to let Parish in or not, but he's got to get him in the ball game and make him a contributor, so I doubt he'll take him out.
James Worthy hits the first free throw. So Robert Parish, less than a minute into this third period, picks up his 4th personal foul. And so things can get critical for the Celtics up front. 69-54. It's a 15-point lead by the Los Angeles Lakers. They're trying to get a game on the road. By the way, the Celtics have not lost a playoff game at home in these playoffs. 9-0. This is the baseline hook. Here's Magic Johnson. Cooper pushes it out. Bird the rebound. His job, he once told us, number 1, to get the team running. Dennis Johnson going in against Kareem. Too hard off the glass. Rambis the rebound. Magic Johnson. That pass from Rambis out to Cooper was stolen by Dennis Johnson. Blocked. Henderson shot blocked by Kareem. 4 on 3 right now for Los Angeles and Michael Cooper. Gets the rebound on his missed shot, and Worthy is fouled, and Worthy pushes Dennis Johnson momentarily, but it might have been what they know as a flash knockdown in boxing. Didn't mean it.
Kareem never got up the other end of the court. I'll tell you, it's hot in here, and that headache may be wearing on him. He had a super first half, but the pace of the game and the minutes he played might start to have a telling effect on him.
Now, we don't know if he is bothered by the headache now, because he said he was better, and so we don't know exactly whether he's bothered by it. He was affected with it earlier, and he didn't come out for practice or the team meal, but he has shown no effect. He's got 25 points and has been a solid pro at age 37 for the Lakers. They lead it 71-54. Nearly 2 minutes gone by in third period. Laker foul. It'll be their first of the period.
Well, the Celtics trying to get Larry Bird the ball in the low post to try and take advantage of Michael Cooper. He's much smaller, but he's not having his game today, Larry Bird.
Third foul on Michael Cooper. Against Rambis is Maxwell. And the Celtic shots that were rolling off early in the game are rolling off once more. They're not getting any of those bounces, but the Lakers are in control of this ball game. They are playing with the assurance that's befitted their style lately. Kareem over Parish. They're cooking. 27 points for Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem may be hit with his third personal foul. 3 fouls on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We have a timeout with 9:29 to go.
Right now, your body's thirsty for more than water.
You're working your body till you can't do more. Gatorade is thirsty, so give your body what it's thirsty for. Gatorade is thirsty for that deep down body thirst.
When you exercise, you lose fluids and minerals. Gatorade puts them back fast. It's no ordinary thirst quencher. It's Thursday.
Gatorade is thirsty for that deep down body thirst.
How to ride a Honda scooter. First, select shirt pant combo. We suggest this or this. Next, select appropriate shoes. We suggest 2.
Then choose a scooter that best expresses your individuality. There are many sizes and colors.
And always wear your helmet.
Honda scooters. They're everything but ordinary. Nearly 4 hours. That's how long it took us to paint this room with a roller. Then we painted it in less than 1 hour with the new Wagner Power Roller. A living room that took nearly 7 hours. The Wagner Power Roller finished in less than 3. The Power Roller pumps paint straight from the can to the roller or to any of several optional accessories. Why waste your time painting a pan when you could be painting your walls instead? The Wagner Power Roller, the right tool for painting.
Tuesday, April 14th, 1981 marked the beginning of a new era. Columbia had come home.
When it's important, America turns to CBS News.
Here at Boston Garden, the capacity crowd and the Los Angeles Lakers have opened up their biggest lead of the game, 19 points with 9:29 remaining in the third period. Last year, when the Lakers were swept in 4 by the Philadelphia 76ers, the Lakers led in every one of those games at the half. The only time the Celtics have had the lead, first basket of the ball game. 15 on the shot clock. Dennis Johnson shooting from the corner. Kevin Lockery mentioned the Celtic guards have been off. Parish. Robert Parish, 9 points for the Chief. Knocked out of bounds, still LA ball.
And you better get back quickly, even after a made shot, because LA will move it down the court as long passes and more long passes.
I wonder if that guy's keeping cool with that. Kareem, sky hook. 29 points for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. His career high is 55 points against the Boston Celtics back in 1971. Bird keeps it alive after Henderson's miss. Maxwell spins his way in, but he's short with it. And Rambis clears it for the Lakers. Pushing it up, Magic Johnson. Cooper on a low pass. is held. And that was not a smart foul. Dennis Johnson's third.
They had a fast break opportunity that time. It was a 3-on-2, so it might have been a decently smart move, Dick.
It was a low pass, though. That's the only reason I say that, because he had to pick it up on his shoe tops. Scott Wedman and Kevin McHale are going to be coming into the game for the Celtics. McHale, the leading scorer for Boston. Wedman has not yet played. Worthy spinning his way in, spins his way out of bounds, and it's Boston ball. So here is Kevin McHale, who is the leading scorer for the Celtics with 14 points, and he's joined by Scott Wedman, a 10-year veteran who was an all-star at Kansas City, who doesn't have much speed but has a lot of savvy and is a good outside shot.
Casey Jones is searching for some offense.
Dennis Johnson going in with a layup.
Find somebody with some hot fingertips.
Wedman is guarding James Worthy, or Magic Johnson. Parish with 4 fouls is on Kareem. He has played with 4 fouls here. Flying in, Worthy, rebound Parish. Celtics way back, trailing by 17 points. Bird, foul. And the foul is on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's number 4 on Kareem.
And Larry Bird knew that Kareem was coming over to block that shot. That's how smart a player he is, and he, more than anything else, made Kareem foul him. He sees Kareem coming, and the way to take it to a big man is cut down his reaction time so he can't block the shot. He took it right to him.
Swen Nader is going to replace Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who goes out with 29 points. Nader scored 1 point when he was in there. Kareem is 11 for 13 from the field and is having a terrific all-round game.
Boy, he has been absolutely sensational. And even though he's picked up this 4th foul, they're in command, and the rest will do him well.
Well, that's what the lead can do. You can sit down a man with 4 fouls when you're up by 15, but when your center has 4, he's got to play when you're down by 15. James Worthy makes it 17 points. Worthy has 12 in the game.
And they will go to him. They figure when Jabbar is out of the ball game, he's their low post player.
Parish trying to get some points, loses his footing. Plenty of time on the clock. Nader has him boxed out pretty well. Wide open is Wedman. And that's why Wedman's in there. Outside shooting. Fast break Worthy. Effectively saves it. No. It's Boston ball. He tried to throw it off of Wedman, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah, but Worthy, the power forward up the court. Would you believe it? Beating everybody.
That's his style. Under 7 minutes remaining in the 3rd period. On a double team. Bird. Short. Magic Johnson. Celtics are getting back on the fence. 3-on-2 anyway. And Worthy on the break. And you can't do anything against those forwards, as you pointed out, with their great quickness. Interception. Another turnover. Magic again. 17-point lead, and the Celtics just can't get in the game. They got down to within 8 points at one point. Worthy against McHale. And James Worthy is taking over this ball game. He has scored 10 so far in this 3rd period, has 16 in the ball game. Dennis Johnson coming back, and he is fouled inside.
We're going to see right now the quickness of the Lakers in action, how they can beat the likes of Kevin McHale. Here it goes. Magic Johnson has Worthy on the one wing, and look at McHale trying to hustle back in Parish. It ends up a 3-on-2. That speed and getting the 3rd man up there is so important.
But Magic Johnson has picked up his 4th personal foul, and there's a story to watch.
Want to clear out a room full of guys in a hurry? Try this. The Shadow from Honda. People want to listen to it. People want to look at it. And everybody wants to ride it. The Shadow from Honda. Now you know who's in charge.
The
Norelco Rotatract, the shaving machine that challenges the world. Every blade, every electric, in closeness, comfort, speed, and performance. Only Norelco holds a charge up to 3 times longer than any leading razor. Only Norelco packs 3 floating heads with a patented twin-action shaving system. Get it? And like it, or get your money back. Remember, only a Norelco performs like a Norelco.
Don't talk to me about high-tech. You fellas know I'm used to some pretty sophisticated filter systems.
Test pilot Chuck Yeager for AC Delco.
Now, I don't care what kind of car you drive. The filters you want to buy are AC filters. An AC oil filter can serve you up to 15,000 miles. An air filter, clean up to 30,000 miles. The choice is yours. But for my money, it's AC Delco, the smart parts.
We're going to see the quickness of their second go-to guy, James Worthy, and he's going against really one of the best defenders the Celtics have in Kevin McHale in that low post position. But that quickness, when he faces up and looks at that basket, you are almost out of it because he can go either way, right, left, or over you.
Kareem and Magic, 4 fouls. Parish, 4 fouls for Boston. Matching the biggest lead of the ball game. The Lakers are up by 19. Dennis Johnson, however, shooting 2.
The Celtics have on their court right now, as we look at John Havlicek, my former teammate with the glasses, getting right up there in my category.
Yeah, you wear them too.
Yeah, but I got the grannies. I mean, he got the full-fledged. But the Celtics have their slowest team on the court right now, trying to stop the speedier Lakers. Right, Wedman at the guard position. They need him for the outside shooting. They're giving up an awful lot in speed.
James Worthy, see hot, 18 points, 12 in this period alone. James Worthy has already surpassed his playoff average. Parish, native the rebound. Bird slaps it away. He leads the team in steals, beating McHale for the basket. There hasn't been much for Celtic fans to cheer about today. McHale has 16, Dennis Johnson 14, and Larry Bird has 12, but a very quiet 12. 5:35 remaining, third period. Once again, 19-point lead. 17 and a loose ball foul. 83-66 the score. And the foul is on Kurt Rambis. So Kurt Rambis has 3 personal fouls. Lakers and the Celtics met for the finals 6 times in 8 years. In the mid-60s, including in 1969, the Celtics won all 6 of those championship battles. But the Lakers, taking hold here, have dominated this ball game.
What the Celtics need right now, needed for the better part of a half, is some decent outside shooting.
Right.
And they've put Scott Wedman in the ball game in hopes that he will provide it. He hit 1 open shot. Dennis Johnson is a player that has to hit a few open shots.
15-point lead. Celtics narrowed it to 8. And the Lakers had a big lead earlier, but James Worthy is owning this third period. Nader grabs the offensive rebound, and here comes Dennis Johnson. 3 on 2, but Byron Scott comes into the play. Almost forced the turnover. Dennis Johnson hits the shot. The words are no sooner out of your mouth than the Celtic guard hits.
That's his range, around 15 feet. When he's out around 18, he's got problems.
And Pat Riley wants to call a timeout. Is this a good timeout?
I believe it sure is, so they can gather themselves together and let this game slip back into the hands of the Celtics. But right now, Casey Jones' adjustment of getting some outside shooting in there. Scott Wedman, even though he gambled a lot, he's got his slowest team in there. Pat Riley probably saying, hey guys, they got their slow troops in there. Let's pick it up a notch and step on the gas a little bit more.
The Celtics have run off 6 straight points trying to get back in this game. This is game number 1. It's best of 7 for the NBA World Championship. Game 2 will be Thursday night, right back here at Boston Garden. The Lakers and the Celtics will be live at 9 o'clock Eastern time, and all of the games in this NBA World Championship Series will be carried live right here on CBS Sports. Larry Bird, who has 12 points but Pesky has a couple of steals, doing the job on the boards. He'll have to be a factor if the Celtics can make a real challenge. 13-point lead for LA. Byron Scott, tough from the corner. Whitman going high, knocks it out. It was Worthy who tipped it out to Cooper. Scott makes good there. That second shot, and Byron Scott has 8.
Celtics also have their biggest team on the court. They ought to be able to control the boards with this group they have out there.
Inside to McHale against McAdoo. Still Boston ball. Lakers winning their 3rd straight Pacific Division title. And the first team in 14 years to get into this championship series 3 years in a row. Worthy on the steal to Cooper. 3-on-2. Byron Scott. And a foul against Boston. And Parish has picked up his 5th personal foul. 5 on Robert Parish, and that is a big problem for Casey Jones.
Here's Scott, who is all alone. That should be duck soup for him, but here comes Robert Parish in his eagerness to stop this Laker fast break, picking up his 5th, and he will sit down. And now the Celtics with Maxwell a little bit speedier.
Maxwell in the ball game. McHale playing the center position. McAdoo shot misses. Bird the rebound. 4 minutes to go in the 3rd period. The Lakers are leading by 15, and the Celtics 7-foot center is on the bench with 5 fouls. One more and he's gone. Whitman hits his second shot from outside. Celtics quickly get back on defense. I think they're realizing the value of that. Even after a made basket.
We better get back fast.
Cooper. Nader over McHale. And that's his patented hook shot. That's one Nader has in his repertoire.
He is a fine offensive player down in there.
Dennis Johnson going in and draws the foul.
On this series, this particular ball game, Dennis Johnson has been driving to the hoop as he did in the other series, and he was successful because the other teams kind of played him for the pass. Don Nelson said he's a slow dribbler. He beats the initial rotation, takes it to the hoop, and then looks for a pass. So they were all anticipating him passing. The Lakers are playing for him as he's going to shoot the ball, so they're jamming him, and he's taking some tough shots in that paint.
Scott, 3rd personal foul. Here's Dennis Johnson. He knows what it's like to be in the big show. He was the MVP when Seattle won the championship 5 years ago. Traded to Phoenix. And now a Celtic, and he's made an impact. 18 points for Dennis Johnson. 3:20 to go in the 3rd period. Celtics got it down to 13. Byron Scott fires away. 10 points for Byron Scott. With terrific confidence for a rookie. Johnson. Dennis Johnson. Scott got a hand on the ball. And Dennis has 20 points in the ball game. He is the Celtic leading scorer now. McHale right behind with 18. Dennis Johnson all over Byron Scott. Crisp passing by the Lakers. Here's Cooper. Whitman the rebound. 2:43 remaining in the 3rd. Celtics trying to cut it to 11. Bird. And Cooper trying to save it in the corner, and Worthy fouls McHale. And McHale will shoot.
Larry Bird is just having a tough afternoon offensively. Even that up and under move deserts him. He's usually very good with that.
3rd personal on Worthy.
Here's to good friends.
Terrific reunion.
Yeah, the last time we were here, we made history.
Tonight is kind of special.
I stole that ball. I made the pass.
I made the shot.
Make that shot again, we'll buy you a loan drop.
The beer will pour. Must say something more. Hey, what can I tell you? We still got it.
Never lost it.
Let it be low and brown.
With the new AT&T card, it's more than just what you can do, it's where you can do it.
When I'm at home, I use my AT&T card to charge calls to the office. At my client's office, I use it because it gives me an itemized record of all my calls. On the road, I use it because I never need coins.
And when I'm in a hurry, I use it to make charge calls quickly. I can even use it to make calls with AT&T's new card caller phones. And from over 150 foreign countries.
The AT&T card. It's the anywhere there's a telephone card.
There. That was the hot spot where the fire started. The Felixes lost their whole house, but now they're getting it all back again. From the shake shingles, to the oak cabinets, to the wallpaper in the baby's bedroom. State Farm will pay to replace it all because the Felixes bought State Farm guaranteed replacement cost coverage. So everything's going to be the way it was.
And like a good neighbor,
even if it costs more than anyone thought it would.
State Farm is there.
Next Saturday, the fast pace and high scoring of a virtual human pinball machine. Major Indoor Soccer League Championship action next weekend on CBS Sports Saturday.
We've talked about the double team and the fact that it's emerged as a pretty good defense in the NBA, and it's had its effects.
What it does is take the ball out of the hands of the better players. There's an open man, and Larry Bird is perfectly capable of finding it, but that open man has got to cooperate by hitting the shot. Otherwise, the strategy works for the defender. And so far, nobody's hitting off those double team situations after Larry makes the pass.
Bird has 12 points, some good defense on him, and he has been missing a lot of shots. He's shooting 2 for 9. But normally he would have much more than 9 shots taken with 2:29 to go in the third period. Here's Kevin McHale, who has never missed a game in his career. He's in his 4th season out of Minnesota. Thought he was going to be a hockey player, and then when he was found he was 6'2", he said, well, that's not the sport for me.
It was bigger than the stick and the puck, right?
Right. 11-point game. The Lakers lead it 89-78 with 2:20 remaining in this third period. Defense, an important aspect right now to the Celtics. Bird defending and doing a good job against Worthy. Worthy just getting up at the other end of the floor. Wetman with a screen from McHale. Hits another one. And now it's 9 points. Wetman is 3 for 3 from the field, so that move is paid off for Casey Jones. 1:50 remaining in the third.
The Celtics have to make a strong run here because Magic and Kareem are still on the bench, well rested.
5 seconds on the shot clock. 3 seconds. McAdoo just gets it off in time and hits the shot. That'll take the starch out of you. A shot at the buzzer, the 24-second buzzer.
I'll give a delay of game warning to the Lakers for touching the ball before the Celtics could inbound it. That's a favorite tactic of a team to try and stop any push-up fast break opportunity.
Minute and a half to go in the third period. 11-point game, 91-80. The Celtics had it down to 9. Bird, quick turnaround. They got it to 9 again. Crowd getting excited here. Lakers have dominated. They were up at 1 point by 19 points. So the Celtics have chopped 10 points off of the LA lead. 1:10 remaining in the third period. Celtics playing a good defense right now. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Cooper. McHale with 53 seconds. Celtics trying to cut it to 7. And here's Wetman. Bird. And the basket counts. And listen to him.
There is no quit in Larry Bird. He's tired. He's not having his better game, but he's going on that offensive board. And look how happy he is. Something's working. I hit one from underneath.
He's got 17. It's a 6-point game with 40 seconds to go in the third, and the Celtics very much back in it now. 16 on the shot clock. Maxwell is on McAdoo. And he's fouled with 23 seconds to go. Magic and Kareem each each with 4 personal fouls, but you know they're going to be back, and maybe sooner than later, considering the way the Celtics have made a run here.
But they will be well rested right now. This has been a nice cushion for the Lakers to ride out with the foul problem of their 2 stars.
Okay, the question, though, Parish has 5. How long can KC keep Parish on the bench?
Right now, they're doing pretty well without him, so I wouldn't be worrying about Robert sitting on the bench. He's had trouble on tracking himself. He could be a very important factor in this entire series, but he didn't get off to a good start here today.
He makes 1, does McAdoo. It's 92 to 85. The Celtics have outscored the Lakers 23 to 11 in the last 5 minutes. And looking for the last shot here. 6 seconds. The double team on Bird. Out to Wedman. Bird with 1 second to go. Hits it. 3-pointer. Brought the Celtics back. We'll return to the Boston Garden after this word from your local station.
This is CBS.
A lot of us are working to restore the lakes and streams of America. We want to create an environment that bass like this can really thrive in. The only thing missing here is Jenny Cream.
Premium quality Genesee Cream Ale. Nothing goes down as smooth as cream.
Genesee Cream Ale. It's pure pleasure.
Genesee Cream Ale and Jenny Cream Light. Smoothness makes the difference.
When you're working on your American dream, you want it to last forever.
Andersen Windows have helped build American dreams for over 75 years with innovation, energy efficiency, and pride.
We take the time to build the best. That's what we've always been. Come home to quality. Come home to Andersen.
Available at Brookside Lumber, Auld Brothers Lumber, Sutersville Lumber, Stanford Home Centers.
Motocross at High Point Raceway, May 27th.
Hi, I'm Julius Irving of the Philadelphia 76ers, asking you to help a group of people whose lives are threatened. They have a disease you may never have heard of. It's called lupus, and it can strike anyone regardless of sex, age, or color. There are over 500,000 Americans who have lupus. A cure has not been found, but it can be controlled and treated. There is an all-volunteer organization dedicated to lupus research called the Lupus Foundation of America. They care. Please care, too. You may need them as much as they need you.
The NBA on CBS. Today's championship game from Boston, Massachusetts is sponsored by Top Flight and Top Flight XL golf balls. Anything longer must be illegal. Milwaukee's best, old-time quality at an old-time price. And by Mazda and the full line of sophisticated Mazda products.
We have 12 minutes remaining in the 4th period, the start of the final period, at least. Larry Bird with 10 points. In that 3rd period, the Celtics outscored the Lakers 36 to 27 and are within 4 points as we start the 4th period, Tom.
Larry Bird is your super competitor. He never gets discouraged.
Wedman, who has 6 points on 3 shots. Bird. McHale tried, and now it's the Lakers trying to push it up. 3-on-2 fast break. Byron Scott gets the first basket to start the 4th period. Scott has 12 points.
Well, that's what developed with using Wedman in the backcourt. You can beat against the fast break. You just don't have enough good foot power to get back and protect against it.
Maxwell double-teamed inside. Jamal Wilkes starts it forward for the Lakers in the 4th period. Wedman in and out. McHale blocked by McAdoo. A clean block. And here's Scott again on the break. And the Lakers come out strong in this 4th period. But James Worthy, we understand, left ankle, and he is not starting this period. Casey Jones calls a timeout. Worthy is on the Laker bench, and McHale is very upset. He thought he was fouled at the other end by McAdoo.
Well, they got to stop arguing with the officials and turn tail on a fast break, or you're going to pay the price like they did.
Timeout, and a good timeout called by Casey Jones.
A Hall of Fame story brought to you by Honda. A little-known college player, he was an unlikely great. 4 seasons as a defensive specialist prolonged his obscurity. But he kept the faith and became one of the most feared clutch shooters of all time. This Hall of Fame story will continue.
Magna from Honda. Own one, and you own the road.
After he had scored over 15,000 points, many of them game winners, the Celtics retired his number 24. Once an unknown, Sam Jones now stands among the league's elite.
Throughout the 60s, they staged classic battles for the NBA title. 6 times they met, and each time Bill Russell's Boston Celtics prevailed. Now, 15 years later, their championship tradition continues. The Los Angeles Lakers, determined to take their 3rd title in 5 years, must once again take on the winningest franchise in league history, the Boston Celtics. Game 2 of the NBA World Championship Series Thursday night on CBS Sports.
The Lakers have scored 4 points to start off this 4th period to open up an 8-point lead. James Worthy, as we told you, twisted an ankle on this play in the 3rd period.
All he did was go up for a jump shot over Larry Bird and just come down a little bit wrong on the foot. And boy, he took, and here's the prior play that McHale was complaining about. He goes up, grabs the rebound, and watch his head shake, that long hair. Wow, you can tell he was fouled. That hair went right up in the air, and is he mad as the Lakers go up the other end?
Kevin McHale, who was acquired in that deal that saw Robert Parish come to Boston from Golden State in exchange for the #1 draft pick. A couple of years ago, Larry Bird goes to the bench, getting a breather. He has 20 points. So it's Maxwell, McHale. Parish is in the game with 5 personal fouls. Wetman, McHale. Celtics getting a lot of chances, and Kevin McHale has 22. First Celtic points in this 4th period. Jamal Wilkes, who's trying to get his eye back, missed the layup. Parish gets 2 more. And the Celtics have it back to 4 now, 96-92. And Kareem stuffs it. 31 for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He had 31 against the Celtics in the regular season.
When Magic has the ball coming up on the break, you've got to pick up the people. Forget about Magic. Let him be guarded by 1 man. You got to cover the wingmen so there's not easy passes for layups.
Lakers shooting 55%, the Celtics 47. Parish follow up on Dennis Johnson's miss. Parish playing with 5 personal fouls. Casey Jones wants to make his run now, as there's the combination again. Jamal Wilkes on the receiving end from Magic Johnson. They've done it countless times.
Well, there's that speed problem. They're getting that extra man up the floor so quickly, and Magic alert to it, finding the open man.
Celtics still going with big lineup. Maxwell loses it, and then is fouled.
Here's that fast break. Robert Parish, now watch it come up the court. You've got to hustle back there. Look at Dennis Johnson just trying to get into it. And here it is quickly. One of those quick forwards.
The ovation is for Scott Wedman, who came in and contributed with 3 important field goals in the 3rd period, all from outside where the Celtics needed it. So he's out of the game, and Gerald Henderson is in.
And he's in to protect against that fast break. A little speed back in the back court.
Johnson penetrates. Henderson. Knocked in the air by Scott. What a play by Byron Scott. It looked as if the Lakers were going to lose the ball. He batted it in the air, and Lakers control with under 9 minutes remain. Fourth period, the Lakers at one point had a 19-point lead. They're up by 6. Here's Wilkes. Oh! Henderson fighting Kareem. It's Boston ball.
I don't think they wanted to call a foul on Kareem that time. They easily could have. They give Boston possession.
Kareem has 4 fouls, and Magic Johnson has 4. But Parish is out there with 5 for Boston. Here's Maxwell. The basket is going to not count. But no basket. They call an offensive foul. Chris Ford, who along with Jim Rogers, our assistants to Casey Jones, don't like the call.
Nice move by Maxwell, but watch old Magic just slip in there to pick up the charge. That's a tough call in basketball. Once the man is up in the air, the defender slides under, it should be a blocking foul.
Larry Bird is back in. Maxwell goes out. Kareem, short hook. Parish fights. Gets the rebound and the outlet to Johnson. Worthy back in the game. Parish from Bird. Blocked. Boston ball. Good defense inside by L.A.
They were hustling up there, particularly Robert Parish, but Kareem going step for step with him.
Bird will inbound, so Worthy is all right. Batted away by Kareem. Knocked away. Still Boston ball. Abdul-Jabbar with 31 points, the high score in the ball game, playing with 4 personals. Pat Riley, a player's coach, double team McHale. Henderson, and McHale over the top is called for the foul.
Henderson was attacked by Jabbar, who took away his jump shot. He had a step by him, and it was not an easy shot. So the defense and the poor outside shooting, combination of Laker defense and poor outside shooting hurting right now, the Celtics.
McAdoo blocked by McHale. Feeds Kareem. And Larry Bird comes out of the pack. 7:45 remain. Henderson back to Bird. What a play. What body control. And it's a 4-point Laker lead again. Parish slapping at Kareem. Don't forget, Parish has 5 personal fouls. A foul inside, and Robert Parish is fouled out of the ball game. Robert Parish has committed his 6th personal foul. And now the Celtics are claiming that it wasn't Parish involved inside. The Celtics are enraged, and Robert Parish has fouled out of the ball game. A blow to the Boston Celtics.
They were really mounting a strong comeback here, no question about it. Parish, very, very important to try and neutralize Jabbar. Even though he didn't score, he was taking up a lot of room underneath there.
Larry Bird just said that he had fouled going up.
Here's the last play where they claimed Parish committed the foul. They must have said it was right there.
He didn't. It was Bird.
You know, looks like it was Bird, but I think they said he nudged him before the shot was taken.
Well, we could not tell that by the replay, in all fairness, and the officials are much closer than we are. And they do a terrific job.
They sure do. I never thought I'd say that.
Parish fouls out with 13 points and 7 rebounds, and the Celtics will have to try it without him. Kareem, meanwhile, has 32 points in the ball game. 5-point lead for L.A. 7:15 to go. So it's McHale at center with Maxwell and Bird the forwards. 7 on the shot clock. Here's McHale in and out. Abdul-Jabbar clears.
Boy, just packing that defense in, the Lakers, and daring the Celtics to beat them from the outside.
James Worthy facing the hoop and going up with it. James Worthy hitting. He has 20 points. Second high scorer. McHale gets the roll. McHale has 24, Bird 22, and Dennis Johnson 20. Kareem over McHale with the sky hook. 2:20 to play, and the Celtics trying to come within 3 points of the Lakers. This is game 1 of the NBA World Championship Series, and the pace reflects what this game means. McHale loses it. Stolen by Magic Johnson to Worthy. And no basket. Traveling on Worthy. A costly turnover by the Lakers after a fine steal by Magic Johnson and a 2-on-1 fast break.
Here comes a move by McHale. Watch the steal, and Magic goes up, but all the big men of the Celts are dead tired, and Dennis Johnson's got them all, baby. A lucky call of walking by Worthy saves the Celts 2 points.
6:03 remaining in the fourth.
Great shot.
Okay, boys, you're gone too far.
What'd I do, Sheriff?
Nobody's ever cleared that creek. You hitting some kind of souped-up ball?
Oh, no, this is the new even longer Top Flight. And the new higher flying Top Flight XL. The longest balls.
The new Top Flights. Anything longer must be illegal.
I want to try one?
Is that a bribe?
No.
Well, in that case, much obliged.
I started delivering beer in 1893. At the time, Milwaukee was teaching America how to really brew a quality beer. Well, guess what? Times haven't changed all that much. This is today's Milwaukee's best, with a smooth old-time taste, old-time quality, and a real fair old-time price. Milwaukee's best. It's one of the best deals I've seen around here since 1893.
Introducing Milwaukee's best. Old-time quality at an old-time price.
Experience Mazda.
Even from here, you know the Mazda 626 Sport Coupe is one high-performance road car. Inside, there's a 6-way adjustable driver's seat, 5-speed overdrive, and a serious cockpit. And while you may be impressed by its outstanding value, you'll be even more impressed by the front-wheel drive 626's outstanding performance. The more you look, the more you like.
The Mazda Experience.
Find out what Brett and Kevin think over at the court. Brett?
All right, Dick, the pace is withering right now, Kevin. It's very hot in the Boston Garden. How will the rest of this game unfold?
Well, it's going to be a half-court game most of the way for the last 6 minutes, and Kareem seems to be a little tired. It's going to be Kareem on one end, Bird on the other.
Will the Celtics miss Robert Parish that much?
The game he's played, I don't think so. McHale's having an outstanding game in the middle. I don't think they'll miss Parish down the end.
Let's go back now to Dick and Tommy.
Well, Tommy and Kevin, the two coaching masterminds, have the similar opinion about the loss of Parish. You're looking at McHale, who has done yeoman work with 24 points off the bench, and Kareem with 32, the leading scorer for the Lakers.
But the Celtics forwards are very, very tired. This is a perfect opportunity for that fast break of the Lakers to really pay off.
Is this an opportunity for them to really open it up?
Yes, it is, if they can get a rebound and push the pace of the game up there.
6 seconds on the clock, and Larry Bird is called for traveling. And now the Lakers inbounding in a hurry. Cooper.
And the Celtics are aware of that. They're trying to deny Magic the ball.
And did it effectively. 5:35 remaining in the fourth period. 103 to 98. Lakers have led for all of this game, but the first points, which went into Boston's column. Worthy to Magic. 5 on the shot clock. Rambis, 2 seconds. 1. And Magic gets it with 1. Boy, that really hurts. But the
supers make them when you need them, baby.
And you got Magic Johnson, who has always risen to the occasion. Henderson spinning in. The basket is good and a foul, and that's the best quickness we've seen from Gerald Henderson.
Well, the Lakers, anybody that's penetrating, they're playing for that man to take the shot. That time he just was so quick, he got by in a rotation at the bottom of the defense of the Lakers.
Now, Magic Johnson has 5 personal fouls. And the Lakers need very much, as far as their fast break is concerned, the man with the ball now, Magic Johnson.
And they also need his heart at the tail end of the ball game.
Lakers have played a terrific ball game in game number 1 on the road against the Celtics. Feed to Magic from Kareem.
That was your basic beat your Celtics or any other team the last 2 minutes. As soon as Jabbar is doubled, Magic heads for the hoop. And great pass by Jabbar.
6-point lead, 4:40 remaining. Lakers in front. A double team, Magic Johnson and Cooper on Larry Bird. 5 on the shot clock. Henderson tipped up, comes into the hands of Michael Cooper. The Celtics have won all 9 playoff games at home and 15 straight, counting the last 6 of the regular season. And yet the Lakers have been in control of this game and have been warding off the challenges of the White.
McHale has got a tough job on Kareem with that sky hook.
Knocked away. Losing the ball is Kareem, and with 4:08 to go, the Celtics have the ball, trailing 107-101.
There have been some fantastic finishes in Lakers-Celtics series over the years. Games that have been won by a leprechaun sitting on the rim. Shots that have been knocked away by the so-called leprechaun.
And balloons that never came down.
Yep.
Under 4 minutes to play. This is just game 1. The series everyone looked forward to. Dennis Johnson off the glass, and Cooper fouls Bird from behind. That'll be the 3rd team foul against the Los Angeles Lakers. And the foul on Cooper is number 4. 3:51 showing. On the shot clock. Bird gets it inside and throws it away into the hands of Magic. Irvin Johnson from Lansing, Michigan. Look at that quick touch. Worthy, Rambis, and now Magic controls again.
Well, he's still pushing it at the defense, Magic.
Johnson goes in and is fouled. Johnson is fouled. 3rd team foul on Boston. And this is of the shooting variety. Pat Riley checking his ready list.
Magic Johnson knows that at this stage of the ball game, you can get an easy hoop if the forwards run. You're liable to catch a Maxwell or a Bird or McHale very tired and a half or 2 steps behind one of those quick forwards of the Lakers. So he's got his heads up for that situation.
Final round action of the Memorial Tournament coming away after this game 1 is concluded. We have 3:24 and running. 8-point lead now. As the Lakers have opened it up, the Celtics have come within 4. McHale inside against Kareem and Worthy. Bird open. Maxwell gets the basket.
And the Lakers look at each other and say, where did he come from? How was he all alone underneath the basket?
These are the crunch minutes, Tom. 6-point lead, 3 minutes to play.
Well, they've got a great 2-minute player for automatic offense right now with the ball.
Kareem travels, turns it over. They're going to get McAdoo into the game in a hurry. Pat Riley is going for the veteran from North Carolina. And a timeout called for by the Lakers. The Lakers, who have 3 timeouts remaining.
There we were in no man's land when the moving truck died in the sun and the sand. So since it seemed we'd be a while, we set up house and we waited in style. And we waited, and we waited, and we waited. Now I know Ryder and some newer. They're tougher, they're strong, and driving a bargain sure didn't pay. So next time I'll think this way, it's Ryder or it's wrong.
We're into oil business. My son finds it and I sell it. Got a new pickup to help him do his job. Got an Epson personal computer to help me do mine. Now, I looked at the IBM PC, but my Epson runs more programs. And only Epson has this keyboard. See here? Keys in English, not computer ease. With one button, I can chart our production capacity.
Or calculate our depletion allowance.
I believe whatever it is you're looking for is out there in the ground, son.
In every Olympic event, there are moments to hold forever, forever in steps. Feel the power of the pounding hearts, forever in steps. Yours is the magic to hold. Share the triumph, share the gold, forever in steps.
Now I've entered all 24 events, Dad.
Capture all the memories in this historic stamp collection at the post office.
Live coverage of the Memorial is next on CBS Sports.
So the memorial comes up next, but the Indianapolis 500 is history in 1984, and Rick Mears has won and set a new course speed record at over 163.6 miles per hour. At halftime, we also told you that Patrick Bedard was involved in an accident and unconscious. He has regained consciousness, although he is in serious condition. Right here at Boston Garden, under 3 minutes to play, Boston ball. The Lakers, who have played a terrific ball game after flying from Phoenix after their clincher in Game 6 Friday night, led all the way, except for the first points of the game, by 6 now.
Crucial possession right now for the Celtics. They have to get a basket here.
Celtics have 3 timeouts plus the 20. The Lakers 3 full timeouts. Tipped away by Cooper. It's all over Bird. In the corner, Dennis Johnson, who plays big, is fouled. And he'll go to the line. That's the 4th team foul by the Lakers, but Dennis Johnson, fouled while shooting, will have a chance to bring the Celtics to within 4. Personal foul was on McAdoo. Number 4 on McAdoo. Robert Parish fouled out of the ball game for the Celtics. Their 7-foot center scored 13 points and was not really a factor.
That's Robert Parish is due for better days in this series. Dennis Johnson, I think, because he played so many years in that division against the Lakers, know how to play him best. The Eastern teams really didn't play him for the drive as well as the Lakers have done here.
When Parish fouled out with 7:15 to go, Lakers were up by 5. They're up by 5 right now with 2:22 to go. So the Lakers really haven't upped the margin with Parish out of there. Bird is open. Puts a fake. Knocks it away into the hands of Henderson. New clock. 2:08 to go. This could be an important basket for the Boston Celtics, and the Lakers know it. They really tighten the screws defensively in the waning moments against the Suns on Friday. Larry Bird off the mark. Kareem the rebound, and we have under 2 minutes to play.
Well, they got it to their best and hoped that he would respond, but he's not having that good outside shooting day.
1:44 and running. The Lakers looking to win on the road and take a 1-0 lead in the series. McHale strips McAdoo of the ball. Here's Maxwell, who can handle it. Going all the way in the basket. No good. Offensive foul.
And Maxwell can't believe it. There was plenty of opportunity to get it back into the middle, it looked like. But Max decides he's going to take it on his own. Let's see what happened. And there was Magic in perfect position, and he did it with 5 personals on him. What a gamble.
Second time he's lost the basket by virtue of an offensive foul. So the Lakers get it into Kareem. Bounce pass. Johnson defending against McAdoo. Blocked by McHale. Loose ball out of bounds. Boston has it with 1:10 on the clock. But they're 5 points down.
Did they surround the ball handler? Trying to go to McAdoo, figuring they'll get some decent medium-range shooting, but the Celtics alert to that.
And that's Chris Ford, who is a terrific guard for the Boston Celtics, with his 2 cents worth to John Bannock.
But you don't want an assistant coach getting a technical foul at this stage of the ball game.
Celtics have a timeout. That's the story.
Today, the most exciting new ideas in the hotel business come from Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn is a better place to be.
It works much better.
It tastes much better.
Better and better.
Really better.
Holodex 2, the industry's first bimodal reservation system, ensures your room is waiting. Innovations like this make Holiday Inn hotels #1.
We're #1, your worldwide host. First with what you want the most.
Call 800-HOLIDAY.
Holiday Inn is a better place to be.
When I started delivering beer back in 1893, the supermarket was a blacksmith shop. Well, those days are gone. But maybe not entirely.
You see this? Today's Milwaukee's best. It's got a smooth, old-time taste. Old-time quality and a real fair, old-time price. Milwaukee's best. It's just the kind of deal that his great-great-granddaddy would have loved.
Introducing Milwaukee's best. Old-time quality at an old-time price.
I just got a sporty truck priced like some base trucks, the Mazda B2000 SE5. Look, it comes standard with a 5-speed overdrive, steel-belted radials and spoker wheels, sporty stripes, a step bumper, even dual sport mirrors. Pretty sporty for just $59.95.
Sakes alive, sakes alive. Only Mazda's got a sporty truck for just $59.95.
Lakers and Celtics will clash again Thursday night in Game 2 here at Boston Garden. We'll be with you live at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And, of course, the great charm of a series is that adjustments are always made from game to game, and it's the team that loses that has to make the adjustments.
And if you're smart, when you win, you better anticipate what adjustments that the other team is making.
Right.
Anyway, so they're constantly thinking about it from game to game. What do you see how much time they spend in the film room?
An important possession for the Boston Celtics. Important defensive moment for the Lakers, and the Lakers turn it. Get it. Kareem to Cooper, and a big bucket. A big basket as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on a steal.
They played Dennis Johnson for the drive, and they closed everything down. There wasn't much room for him to make a pass.
7-point lead with under a minute to go. And McAdoo, coming from behind, is called for the foul. That is a penalty situation, so the Lakers will shoot 2 shots with 52 seconds to go, trailing by 7. At what point, if you're the Celtics, do you have to start thinking of the 3-point play?
Well, it's not a bad idea to try one here, but they haven't exactly been knocking them dead from the outside. Anybody on the entire roster, with the exception of Scott Wedman, and that's sometimes a little bit outside his range.
McAdoo has 5 personal fouls. Kevin McHale with 25 points and 8 rebounds also has 3 blocked shots. I think he was looking to miss that shot and get the ball again.
That was his version of the 3-point play.
He missed the shot. The Lakers come up with it to Kareem with 45. Going all the way in, and he travels. He's not used to that kind of play, is he?
If Magic had made that play, it wouldn't have been a walk.
So true. It's called reputation, right? 6-point lead. Johnson for 3. Into the hands of Scott Wedman, who's in for the outside shooting, but Magic Johnson takes the ball right out of the hands of Wedman. And with a half a minute to go, 31 seconds, a foul. The Lakers can sense the long trip paying off in the form of a victory over the Boston Celtics. They still have 31 seconds to play. They're down by 6, and anytime you have the 3-point shot, you're never safe.
No, you're never safe, but I'd say right now, the Lakers are pretty much in control of this game, and it ought to be a great, great series, this series. I don't think any team is going to dominate the other team consistently in this series. I think it's going to be one of those long ones.
While we didn't think the Lakers would be totally out of it coming into this first game because it is for the brass, as Pat Riley told Kevin Lockery on Friday, it may be a bit surprising the way they really dominated most of this game in Boston.
Well, L.A. came out and just established their game, played very, very well. Boston played atrociously, and yet it's still a ball game right down to the last 2 minutes they had. So neither team, if they're playing their game, is going to dominate the other.
These Celtics were down by 19. The Lakers went at it early. Boston got it down to 8. There's McHale for 3 points. A wild shot. Bird lays it in. 113-107. 21 seconds to go. And the Celtics are just going to have to foul the Lakers and hope they miss shots. 15 seconds to go. Cooper. McAdoo is fouled by Dennis Johnson with 11 seconds. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 32 points. You're looking at Dennis Johnson, who's had a terrific ball game with 21. But Larry Bird and Kevin McHale, each with 24, have led the Celtics. It hasn't been a typical Bird game from end to end, has it?
No, normally he hits those real shots when they need them. They go to him, and he responds, but it was not a typical shooting night for Larry Bird. And that outside shooting really fell down for the Celtics. Nobody hit the outside shot except Wedman, and they count on Bird to produce in that department.
Greg Kite, the rookie, is into the ball game now. 11 seconds to go. An 8-point lead. Wedman is trapped at midcourt. Johnson will go in and is fouled by McAdoo with 2 seconds to play. Kareem with 32 points. And he had that migraine this morning. Hadn't had a migraine all season. James Worthy with 20 points. A terrific game. And Magic Johnson 18.
I think that the Lakers had their edge from the prior series and helped propel them into that quick start here. And they've got a very, very fine basketball team. They've got lots of answers that the Celtics have never seen before. And I think the Celtics have a lot of answers for them, too, the next ball game.
Well, they've got a few days to think it over. Game 2 coming up Thursday. The closest the Celtics got was 92-88 on Larry Bird's three-pointer at the end of the third period. But the Los Angeles Lakers have won in Boston, ending a 9-game playoff streak at home, and have beaten the Boston Celtics 115-109 to take a 1-0 lead in the best-of-7 for the NBA World Championship. And we'll be back to Boston Garden in just a moment.
If you think any running shoe will protect you from injuries, you're in for a shock. Because only the Atomic Quasar has this fiberglass plate to disperse shock and provide stability. Dr. McGregor's foot cradle for comfort and a patented rear lacing system for a snug-fitting heel. Quasar. Conventional shoe. So when you think about running more injury-free, think about Atomic. You'll be a step ahead. Save up to $10 with Atomic's running shoe rebates.
You are looking at the most advanced shock absorber that Monroe has ever made. Gasmatic, so advanced that in testing, people preferred the Gasmatic ride 3-to-1 over conventional shocks.
The difference was dramatic in the control, the stability, and the comfort.
A ride so superior, if Gasmatics don't give you the best ride ever, we'll replace them no charge. Monroe Gasmatic shocks and struts for the best ride ever, guaranteed.
A wide open.
Hey, chicken's here.
You went there.
Ooh.
No, we deserve something better.
Yeah, you do.
You've got a right.
I've got a right?
The chicken done right.
The taste it says with just one bite. It's the one and only Kentucky Fried Chicken. We got a right to chicken done right.
Nobody does chicken like we do with the Colonel's secret blend of 11 herbs and spices.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, they do chicken right.
Thanks to Bic, I have the shave of John McEnroe, but I still have the serve of Elliot Kaminsky.
John McEnroe and I have two things in common. Make that one thing. We both shave with Bic.
And so should you, because Bic is beautiful, smooth, close, comfortable, and only 20 cents.
Let's play. I'll be John McEnroe. You're not even old enough to shave.
Bic can improve your game, but it can improve your face.
The Lakers break through and they win round 1 of this NBA World Championship. And of course, soon we're going to be taking you to the final round of the Memorial. The course that Jack built. How's he playing today? But right now, a fellow that played awfully well, considering that long trip yesterday. He's down there now with Pat O'Brien. Let's go to Pat.
Thank you, Brent. And about that long trip, you said you got neck problems from the plane trip?
Yeah, trying to sleep on the plane. My neck, the vertebrae got in my line. And that causes headaches for me sometimes. I woke up this morning about 6 o'clock with a migraine.
Did you play in pain today, Kareem?
No, I didn't. Our trainer kind of snapped it around, and they fell back in line, and I was fine.
How about this game? Was it a physical game for you, surely up and down the floor?
Oh, yeah, it was physical. They play physical. They go to the boards real hard. We shot real well, and there's nothing they can do about that. They can't get rebounds or anything when we're shooting that well.
Looking forward to Thursday. I guess you guys don't need any rest, right?
Well, we can use it. I tell you, that trip from Phoenix was tough yesterday. But we went through it last year, and I think the fact that we had all our guys and we'd been through it one time, we were ready for what we had to do, and things just fell in place for us.
Congratulations on a great game, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, man.
Let's go back to Brent.
And thank you. And so special words for Magic Johnson and James Worthy. They were magnificent. Kevin, what about K.C. Jones and the Celts now? What must they do?
The adjustment will have to be maybe to put Wedman or Ainge back at the guard spot because the Lakers are going to give them the outside shot. They have to make the outside shot.
So that is coming up on Thursday. We'll have game 2, the championship banners, and the Celtics hoping to add another one. The final score here today, the Lakers 115, the Celtics 109. We'll continue Thursday Night Live at 9 p.m. Eastern with Game 2. Stay tuned now for the memorial, and coverage of the National Basketball Association has been a presentation of CBS Sports.